Hallelujah. Yeah. Here we are. Ooh, Car Shabua. Woo! Now here we are. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. I found who made this shirt for me anyway? This thing, no. Kevin made that. That's all right now. I said like I say Adidas, I said Alahim. Yeah, that's all right now. Appreciate that. Appreciate Mr. Yahuwah. Isn't that right? All his benefits. So we now know we're gonna get ready and try to let him out the box today. And I'm still trying to recover. Woo! Last night I felt my help come on. I don't know what's wrong with some folks in here. Some folks can't run their house. Cause they wife supposed to been knocked out. Something. I ain't gonna call Palmer name now. Y'all know how I'm about other folk business now. Once you telling me that's where it stayed, drop, lock the key, throw it away. I don't know what Palmer doing. Goodness, man, I don't know what's wrong with her. Woo, I went home. I said, let me check myself. Woo. Did you try it? Y'all didn't? Goodness, man, I don't know what y'all want. How many of y'all tried it? Ain't he all right? Boy, that's all right. We know Yahuwah now. Yahuwah omnipotent, above all. Wayne Brady right around there. He in a good little area. Ain't nobody above Yahuwah now. We know that. But that Wayne Brady, they move, woo, woo. Boy, I felt my help coming. But I ate a brownie and some chocolate covered peanuts at the same time. I said, I know I shouldn't do it. I kept saying the devil is a liar. I said, he's a liar, rebuke him too. That's how I make myself go. I said, I'm finna take a shower. I said, you a liar. I said, I'm finna get in here too. I had to fight that devil to get in there. Isn't that right? I be like, he said, I had to slay that monster. Y'all saw how I resisted him on that whole brownie. I had that picture. He thought I was gonna eat that whole. I told him, bro, I said, man, I'm not gonna eat this whole brownie. I said, not the whole. I showed then, I broke it down. I just loose him. Left it half like that, left that big piece. Y'all see them big pieces I left? That's what I fought to resist it. That's what you gotta do. What's going on? What's going on, fat grandson? All right, everybody all right? Y'all can get loose today? Yes, sir. All right, Ukar Shabur, I gotta get loose. All right. Woo! Woo! Get my strength up, I'm ready now. Boy, I tell you, that thing had you drink. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I throw my remote away last night. I found it. I tore that bed, I took the mattress out the bed, I don't know where that thing went. Something made me jump in my sleep. Remote just went flying. Man, I had that Wayne, bro. I was on my bed, I was on that bed. I said, I'm just gonna sleep on this floor. I'm tired looking for the remote. That thing wore me out so bad, man. I said, oh my goodness. I said, where's my remote? I can't take it. I couldn't move my bed up and down. I had it stuck up in it. I said, this is not working for me. I gotta do something. I started to roll high the bed. I kept feeling around. I said, I gotta do something. I'm gonna have to make her move and sleep on her side or something. She lucky though, boy. She like to been on that floor. I couldn't tell you. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like it because I set my bed where I wanted to go. I'm like, I'm good. But then when I throw my remote away, I was pissed because I said, now I don't like the position no more because now I'm stuck. I don't like to be stuck. I want my remote so I can change where I'm at. That thing aggravated me to death. Then I realized my wife stole it. Just for the record, y'all ain't got to tell her I hear her remote. I was pissed. I had to break that. I had to pull mattresses, shake all the sheets, the pillowcase. I said, You didn't see you in that stuff. She left out. I said, I know what to do. This helpful. I got her remote. I hit her remote. And you find it. Isn't that right? Y'all don't tell them. All right. What we getting ready? Y'all ready? Yeah, y'all know we gotta let them. We're gonna let them blow. They gotta sound Kato Sarah. We're gonna pull out first though, because it's Ukar Shabua. And we just want to give him the honor. He been tubed us. I'm telling everybody. He has really been tubed us. From where we came from, and from what we've been doing and gone through struggles, and from where we to where we're at now, and where we're looking to be, and even go higher. I mean, because our goal is to make sure we all possessors of the Ruach HaKodesh. Otherwise, everything we're doing is in vain. You know, we try to make sure we're right before we get out of here. This thing wind up for sure. Make no mistake, it's winding up on these people. Between the wars and even the rumors of wars, he told you the earthquakes in diverse places. They got, I don't know if y'all heard, they got volcano eruptions over right at the borderline of Rwanda, the Congo. How many of y'all hadn't seen it? Oh, they evacuated, it's bad. They on the run, they don't know when the thing finna kick off again. It's bad. Then you still got other countries in war. They're trying to stop war that's going on in Ethiopia, occupiers trying to get them out. I mean, it's bad. They're not telling people, because right now, they need people to spend for summer. They need people to get back to traveling. They're trying to save these businesses. They don't give a damn about the people's lives. They don't care about none of these people's lives. After a while, when all these folks get through traveling and going, watch how that thing starts spiraling up again. It's going to come right back around. They're going to hit them again and take them back down. All we got to do now is be wise. Make sure we living right. And for a little space, Yahuwah done saw fit to let the numbers drop down in a miracle. That's for our sake, Yahuwah's sake. This is our opportunity to make sure we get it right. Let these people going on and die and be wiped out. Unfortunately, we'll lose some Yahuwah too. We'll lose some Yahudim in it. Just like we went in war, we went in the battle, we lost some people. But it wasn't for a lost cause. Just like Yahushua, he went down in the battle too. But we still got the victory, didn't we? That's the mindset we got to have with him. There are a lot of people that sacrificed their lives and gave up their families and gave up their wealth, gave up, just themselves in order for us to be here today. They couldn't foresee this for what we see now, but if they could see it. In the book of Yeshayahu, it said, no doubt that Abraham is our Abba, though he be ignorant of us. Abraham don't know us from a physical standpoint, but he knew what Elohim had Shabbat to him. That he was going to multiply his descendant as the kuka beams of Shamayim. And he did just what he said he was going to do. Yep. When you look at how many of us actually go back to him because of the Amanah, that's what's established. Can you imagine? All of us come from Christian walks of life, yep. Non-denomination, apostolics, all these different walks of life, whatever it might have been. And yet he brought us back to, we're coming back now to get back to what he called the common salvation. That we're trying to make sure that what we do lines up and intersects with what he established. There's a lot of people thinking they're paralleling, but as you keep going, they're going to see they're veering further and further off. I'll go to make sure we're on spot. That's how we know now it's time for us to go home, because now he told us at the latter Yom, he said we're going to bethink ourselves. So we're starting to think now, we're not trying to be good Americans anymore. We're trying to turn back to be the people of Elohim. And that's going to go against the grain, just like Yahushua. He wasn't trying to be a good Roman citizen. And had been a Roman citizen, if he had been a good Roman citizen, they wouldn't have never killed him. They like, that man was bringing an uproar. That man was talking about separation and divide. Yep. That man was talking about establishing a Malkut. It don't make sense to try to tell y'all we trying to work and trying to make it work with them. It ain't going to work. Did Yahushua try to make it work with them? Don't make sense for me to try to do it either, or you. Isn't that right? Abraham sat right there in the same city with the other people, yet he learned how to do trade. He learned how to do commerce with them. Abraham wasn't under them. Abraham had his own government. He'll say, he did the same thing I'm telling y'all. He separated. Even when he came down his Aki, when he looked at his nephew Lot, and he saw it breaking up, he said, this shouldn't even be among us. Nope. He said, you do this. Whichever way you go, I'll go the opposite way. Right. He said, if I go the opposite way, then you go. He said, I'll let you choose first which way you want to go. He realized it's too much infighting. Right. He said, time for it to separate. Yep. Now, if he would do that with his own art, why am I going to sit here and keep wasting time with these people? Mm-hmm. Now, this is in your book. Yep. I know a lot of y'all look like he done got radical. He used them words. Let me tell you why. I am so upset. Yes, sir. I'm angered to the third power. I really have to just try to put a leash on myself, because I'm so angry with these people. To watch people that look like us sit on the news and ask some people to let them see a tape, press charge and beg. I mean, these people start crying on the news. We were just saying how frustrated they are. And you can sit back and say, oh, that's sad. Oh, because it's not your child. When it's your child, you're going to want people to get involved. You're going to want people to come out, and you're going to want people to have the same vigor and anger you have, and you're going to want justice. And that's all we're trying to get. And before it attack us, we're saying let's go ahead and get active. We don't want to be proactive after our child dead. We're trying to stop it before our children get killed. We done seen enough of them kill other people's kids, haven't we? Yeah. Well, we don't want to see it happen to us. So we're saying, while we able and while we got the strength before it get that far, let's just go ahead and separate. Yeah. For peace sake. It don't make sense. For Shalom say it don't make sense to stand you. We gonna clash. We gonna clash. I remember we was in school, 2 kids get to fighting in school, in the class, you know what they do? They don't leave me in the class. You get out of here, you go over here, and they separate, keep them away, because it's just a matter of time they're going to start fighting again. Yep. How long is it going to be before we get another one shot? Right. What we're going to do, we're going to go on our knees and pray today that nobody else gets shot. We'll allow to Elohim, and Elohim control everything, but these people don't submit to Elohim. Right. These people got their own will. These people got their own idol, they got their own God. It don't make sense to keep staying here with these people. I ain't saying Elohim can't control them, Elohim can't stop them. At some point, you got to use rationality. They don't fear Elohim. Elohim done told about these people that don't fear him. He gave unto some people, listen, that these people don't acknowledge him. We did not acknowledge Elohim. These people don't acknowledge him. And this is why this is our detriment. So now what we do, we're turning back to Elohim and getting away from these people that don't fear him. Yep. Hello? Yes, sir. That's the only thing I see for us. The only conversation I got for white America to sit down and talk with them about is when we're going to bust that thing down the middle. That's it. I don't see no other conversation to have. We ain't going to win it. How about if y'all try picking another elected official going to go in there and sell their soul? Right. Another elected official going to get here and they're going to be powerless? Because they always going to have another body that can block them. Putting one more person somewhere ain't enough for us. We just need to establish a system. Yeah. And we need to establish a system that when we get a person in office and they don't do what we call them to do, you're coming out of there. And we ain't waiting on no 4 years to move you either. You leading, like Hayward, we'll tell Hayward sometime about it, like we'll do intervention, because our group is a little different than folks. So we'll meet and we'll tell them, we'll say, start off, everybody tell the person how you feel about them, what they need to do. I said, hey, you got a stank attitude. He said, all right, who I'm talking to now? He said, who it is? We're like, what you mean? He said, this Mr. Tony or Rob? I said, who? I said, why that matter who it is, Hayward? He said, no, I'm just trying to say this Rob or Mr. Tony. So we all tell Hayward, your attitude stink. Hayward want to tell you got a stank attitude, you need to change. He said, okay, change start today. We said, all right, Hayward, we'll take that. Then Hayward will lose it. We said, Hayward, you ain't gonna try, you're not understanding. But that's what we gotta do. We gotta all be proactive and tell America, we're done. Yeah. They ain't gonna change. They don't want to change. We having fun. We do what they do. But we trying to rationalize with these people. They're not gonna do it. Just quit wasting time trying to convince them to do something. That's not what they want to do. They done set their mind. They done got paperwork drawn up. Listen, this action will continue. Y'all saw, didn't y'all read yesterday these people paperwork? Yes, sir. How many of y'all believe that Tony Smith paperwork? 13, while we were sitting here, Dwight was back there reading up some more information. When we read about the judge for the Supreme Court back in 1857, what was it, 57, 57? When they gave that ruling about the so-called Negro never having rights, never been a senator. They had other paper they didn't put up there. I think y'all can put a show on where they said it was never, how many of y'all didn't know it said that the Constitution was never intended? Listen, anything you make has to stem from the Constitution. Yep. How do you feel to know they said that the Constitution was never intended for blacks to be citizens? Black African Americans to never be citizens. And this is what these soldiers and people have put their lives on the line for. Mm-hmm. For a piece of paper that said that's the original paperwork. Right. That's the original document. The 13th, 15th Amendment doesn't change anything. See, everything they said, they're not going to touch it. And do y'all know that that ruling was never overturned? From 1857, it's never been overturned. You know how there's some stuff you said, well, that's back then. They never overturned it. Which means that ruling
stands today.
Mm-hmm. How y'all going to win?
Can't.
I fuss at these Akeem a lot. Do I fuss at y'all a lot, Akeem? I know some of them think I hate them. You know why I fuss at y'all? Because we as men don't really understand our role and the detriment of us not being in our role. We got to learn how to become active. We got to learn how to think. We got to learn how to create, become the men that he said be. Adam was a man that knew how to create and knew how to function. A lot of us as men, we don't know how to function. We learn the hard way through a lot of bad mistakes. Then time kicks in, then sickness kick in, then illness kick in. Then we get smart and say, you know what I need to start doing? But at that point, you wasted a lot of time. So we got younger men. I'm really more aggravated with you and I'm pushing you because What you don't want to do is wait till you get to an age where you can't fully operate in your full capacity, and now you want to become proactive. And now it's too late. Here I am, 59, I retired 62. You know what I'm gonna do, Chris? Finna start saving. From 59 to 62, what I'm gonna get? See, most of us don't set ourselves up for it because that's imminent. If you're living and you keep living, you're gonna get older. So you gotta have something put up. You gotta start setting up something to where everything ain't for you ain't week to week. You gotta learn how to function. We gotta learn how to care about ourselves, and we gotta know how to care about and respecting other people. Even predators will do that. They'll give each other opportunity to go the other way. We killers and we destructive of each other. Then for our homes and for our families, we're not sufficient providers. For a lot of, we're really not. We waste a lot of time. We blow up a lot of stuff. We don't know how to really function in a home. All this kind of stuff we gotta have. We gotta set a culture up that caters to teach us how to be good men. If you got a wife, if you got a family, a lot of your providing and putting up is gonna be functioning for that home and for that family to function. It takes money to put in that home and take care of. You gotta start setting up something for your kids so they got something to walk into instead of walk away from. We'll lose a lot of our kids because we can't promise them nothing. We can't really provide nothing for them. A lot of our kids, when they get to graduation age, all we got for you, we throw you to the wolves. If you ain't been properly prepared, them wolves gonna kill you when you get out there. You know, out in nature, animals are taught certain things. They start at an early age teaching them what's enemy. You teach them early what's friend and what's foe. You teach them how to hide and get away from certain predators. They teach certain ones just like fawns. Fawns, they'll teach a mother, teach them, I'm gonna flank them off. You learn how to lay and blend into the surroundings. A lot of times predators will miss and walk right past them. Don't do nothing, just stay still. He blind as shit. Blend right into the surrounding. He'll go right past you. They teach them how to operate. They teach them where they eat and how to eat. They teach them how they drink, how you gotta still be watching. We sit down and we eat and drink. And the whole time, they set us up for the slaughter. We gotta teach our kids how not to be sitting around and be prey to these people. That's how a lot of our kids are victims. I was looking at the day this senator from Georgia. She said she was a constant advocate for telling her son, don't argue with them, don't fuss with them, avoid them. She's a senator today. You ain't gonna believe what happened to her son. He'd be dead. He was at a gas station and he committed the crime. He was wrong. It was a felon. It was a felony crime. He had his music playing too loud. And the white man didn't like it. So the white man shot and killed him. Now we all know it was his fault. Because this wasn't even the police. This white citizen shot and killed because he didn't like his music being that loud. You think about the fact that this mother, and I listened to her, I watched her a little bit, I was vaguely kind of familiar with the case, and the mother sat here and she kind of got choked up on, I went over this with him, trying to tell him, don't argue with them, just avoid them, don't get into confrontation with them. Still didn't work. It's because she released her kids into an environment with people that ain't got the same skill training. They ain't taught on, hey, this is a kid. I ain't the police, and even if I am, I can't shoot nobody because their music too loud. I can write you a noise audience ticket. Yeah. I can give you a disorderly conduct ticket if you don't like it, but I can't shoot you for it. That's right. These are the type of people we say, how you think she feel? Now all she thought in her mind looking at, I trained him, I talked to him, I read him, I constantly went over this with him. It didn't work. It didn't work because where did you put him at to operate with that? I'm gonna take my son and I'm gonna take him to the jungle, and I'm gonna teach him how to be a computer operator. Listen, should no predator mess with him because he knows how to operate computers. Is this gonna be beneficial for him? I would need to put him somewhere where he can use that skill set. We have our kids in places where it ain't gonna work, baby. Just be honest, it don't matter what you're training your kid how to do, it's not going to work here. That black face, that African suffix that they have on now, that's what's hurting us. They don't like the fact that you keep saying Africa, African. And they're going to punish you until you learn how to do what? Don't refer to yourself as an African. We've already lost a majority of our identity. And they don't need you connecting with nothing else. They want you to connect and submit here to them, to their will and to their information. But it don't work for us. Their information, it don't work for me where I'm at. I'm in the jungle. All I know is survival. Excuses don't work. I know I can't afford to slip. In the jungle, listen, you slip, you lose your life. That's just how it is. And you had to show aggression off early, so I try to let another predator know quick, we can avoid this. But if it keep going, I'm a predator just like you. This gonna end bad. So that predator got the opportunity I do, we can avoid this and go the other way. This man don't respect that. It looks like life is cruel out on the Serengeti. Well, it's survival out there. Now we're supposed to be human beings here. Human beings. What we see out here going on the streets of America that's been fabricated and orchestrated and illustrated by the white man, it shouldn't be. We can talk about the black on black crime. We can talk about how the blacks are beating the women in the home and run away from the home. But we need to go back and look who's orchestrating the whole thing. Because this is not your innate nature. Don't y'all know in certain parts of Africa, when a husband and a wife separate, that the husband gets custody of the child? How many of y'all didn't know that? They would never give a woman custody of a child. Never. When Yahuwah came out and he told her he brought us out, he referred to himself as a nurturing nature. I nurtured you. I carried you. He even told you that Yahushua was in his bosom. So a man does have a compassionate nature. A man does have a caring nature. A man does have a loving, what they would call a loving nature. He made us hate. Telling them lies. Make it look like mama the only one can take care. We're not demeaning you, sweetie, but please don't demean us. Our nature to protect. He took that away from us by making us run off. How you gonna love someone when it can be taken from you at any time? How much love you give to it? Huh? You had to really think about that. You got a house. How you feel about your house? I just took it. How many of y'all got a car? How many of y'all like and love your car? I just took it. How many of y'all got a favorite shirt, favorite shoe, favorite pair of pants? I just took it. Shit, after a while, guess what that make me do? Why? Why I don't love it? Because I'm just a dirty, nasty, low-down nigga? Because you keep taking it. So now they sit around, you give me a wife that I ain't asked you for, you forced on me. Okay, we in it together, I'm going to make it work. Because that's where I'm from, that's how we operate. Now a child has been brought into the situation. Now you take the child. Damn. Now you take the woman. Damn. Now later on, this is constantly keep happening, and they want to know, you know what? You black people, I'm talking to you black guys, you don't have like an affection or care for your family. How can I? I know what you're saying, that's slavery. But let's talk about the facts. The facts. Who come and take your child at any time? Even for the mother. Why y'all think we'll look at a mother now, we'll get on how so many women that don't really show a lot of nurturing nature toward children. Could it be because it's happened to us for such a long course of time of losing our children? Even for the woman, it's hard. You bared it, you carried it. You fed it, you were sick from it, and you finally delivered, and you get to see what you've been carrying and what you've been sick for. And it best to wait till it gets up. It starts walking, start talking. It gets a little age, you can almost have a conversation with it, and he walks in and put it, and he take it. Then you have another one. Yahuwah Elohim has been recome to us, and let you have another one. And he comes and he takes that one. So it don't take long for you just start thinking about that whole situation. And let me tell you how we are. How many of y'all been dog lovers? Had dogs? Your dog had puppies? Any of y'all dogs had puppies? how many y'all dog had puppies? Y'all let y'all dog keep them puppies? Let me see your hands. Oh, where that come from? What? Hold on for a minute. Why y'all took the dog puppies? Did y'all sell the puppies? Give the puppies away? Where did we get that from? All that hard struggle. So you see how he does us? Now we get to see how it works out for them. We get the feeling now of what the animal had to feel. Ain't this some shit? You took me, you captured me. You know I was free. Before I was free. You captured me and brought me in here. You put a chain on my neck. That's why I be against holding the animals. If we go along with keeping and holding and caging the animal here, we need to go along with them keep locking us up. I know people say, but I love, listen, I a hard animal. I do. I like them from afar. I don't want to cage one. I don't want no fish in no tank. That fish will swim better if you take him out that tank. To leave that fish in the tank is for me to stay here in America. I don't go to the zoos no more. I bought a membership. I can go anywhere in the United States and go. Y'all pay to go down here. I can go anywhere in the United States and go to any zoo they got. That's how much we do. Every time I take them, I will always take them somewhere like that and let them see the animals, let them see them. Then I went down one time, I saw that the gorilla sitting there, and he was so tired. I said, what's wrong with this joker? He's just sitting here, he ain't doing nothing. And some just hit me and said, that's you, nigga. They expect you to perform too. This ain't my natural habitat. This damn thing run 30 yards, 30 feet across the grass here at the gate. Where he come from, he run trees as high as he want, not high as you cut him. He's territorial. And he sits here and he watching his baby sit here and realize, your future is gonna be worse than mine because you don't even know what I know. When I die, you ain't even gonna know your history. You're going to think that these people that walk here and feed you and give you bananas and pat you in your head are your friends. You're gonna jump up and hug these people. You don't even realize they captured me. That's why you here. Now we come along, we inflict the same punishment on animals that we say we don't like. How many of y'all like being in cages? How many of y'all like chains around? How many of y'all done seen pictures of Africans with chains around their neck? And you go put one on a dog neck. That's just so, what that for? So the dog don't get away? Why you snatch on that chain? Because the dog don't go the way you want to go. Why you think that dog going instinct? This is how I survive. I sense something. I see something. I need to check it out. When you do it, what they do? Police put you back in line. They snatch and pull you back. I'm against it. I call it torture. I watched the animal. You know what? I told my wife, that been years ago. I said I won't never come back. I was pissed. I sat there and looked down. That gorilla looked so down. I said, shit, I can whoop his ass. That's how I felt on the other side of that glass. Now that glass come down. I said, that wasn't me. That was that dude down there. I ain't no dumb. I felt like now. I ain't say I would. I felt like. But I say all that to say our liberation and the fight for our liberation, we can't stop it. I assure y'all that once we unite, once we establish, others will follow. Yep. It ain't just America. They got to break away from our own people in Africa. They got to break it in the islands. Because all the islands, you watch them, every one of them Christian. Yep. Which means all of them fall under Rome. They're going to fall under British, or they're going to fall on American territory or French territory. Everybody got to break away. Everybody, we need our freedom. Every man needs the freedom to operate as he see fit. As long as it's within the confines and the respect of other people's shit. I'm for that 100%. You want to walk with your house butt naked and swing in front of the ceiling and slam yourself on the floor, that's your business, and put some damn curtains in front of them women. I don't smoke crack, I don't want to see crack. Other than that, let people do their own thing. Y'all with it?
Yes, sir.
Y'all young fellas, I'm going to have me, but I want the young fellas to get them proactive. Y'all need at least 4 or 5 jobs. At least 4 or 5 jobs apiece. While you can, you want to put all you can while you're young enough to get it. So you get my age and get some of the other people, you want to be able to put it on cruise control. You don't want to be trying to bust your ass, man. You get late in your 50, man, trying to struggle, hurry up and try to get something up. It's hard, and everybody ain't successful with that. Most of these people, they train up. We come from a system, how they train you. You work on a good job. You don't retire for 20, 25 years. 30 years. That we brag on shit like that. I've been on the job 30 years. I've been with you can be something. I don't think you're that bright. Because you knew what you were doing. It shouldn't have took you 30 years to do it. You know, we sit around because they set you up on a system of, yes, sir, Dave. Well, take that, Alex. Joker, sit out. You ain't nobody, Joker. Always one in the crowd. But that's how we want them to operate. Well, the business or whatever. The object when you get into working is to try to get what you can so you can get out of it. We don't want to try to say how long we keep going. When I tell y'all we have to sit down, how important it is for y'all to sit down with one another and start conversating to try to get an idea and try to get a strategy where you can become successful. See, that's why millionaires stay with millionaires. Broke people stay with broke people because their conversation, everything they do is broke. Project people don't come out of the project and go hang with millionaires. They stay with other people in the millionaires. I mean, other people that pour in the project, and that's why they continue to what? Recycle. Recycle. Girl get pregnant, what she do? She don't get no pot, she get an apartment. It's not an apartment, it's an apartment. She get her apartment. And the more kids she get, the more she reduces her rent. Her child will watch her mother, and she'll realize when she gets 16, 17, she can get her apartment. You'll find, I've seen people do it. There'll be 2 and 3 generation project. Grandmama be there, mama be there, and granddaughter be there. That's because of the system. What we got to start doing, they tried to show you how to work it one time when they came up with the M2M program. How many of y'all familiar with that? That's when you start busing minority to a majority, or busing a majority to a minority school to where it's more whites. And that way you can try to change the way they think. You try to put them around, they start looking at, you can take blacks that come from these poor communities, put them in a better school system where people, their parents make better money, more career oriented or owner or entrepreneurs, and then the child will change how they operate. Although they'll come back here, they don't operate the same way. They're gonna realize, I go somewhere and I actually see it happening. I go to school with people and I see them, and guess what? That's what I want for me. That's what I want for my kids. And when those kids finally matriculate and finish in high school, they'll move on to a university. And they'll keep moving, they'll grow, and you'll see they'll move away. They say, that's what happened. Nigga always go and leave that community. That's because my community don't want nothing. It ain't always they leave because they don't want to be with you. The people I come from don't want nothing. Don't try to hate me, nigga, because I want something. I like nice stuff. So that's what we got to do. Now, what we have to do, if we want our community to change, we got to change what our kids see. We don't want to leave our community. Let's start showing them the same thing the white schools showing. You want them to go to a black university, let's let a black university give them the same opportunity that the white university give them. We don't have to keep going to white university. You just got to set your system up where they can be more cultured to more stuff. So a lot of time our kids will go to a white university because they'll be more cultured. A black university is not going to coach you a lot of times. They're going to sell you off. They don't play, you don't go to hell. Phil ain't got nothing but dirt mostly. He know it. But how many, he laughed. Why laugh? Go ahead and tell me what a lie, young. Go ahead and tell me. Stadium shitty. Kid, that shit, man, I ain't gonna never make it. Hell, that time I hit the ground, I break something. Run track, they like, I ain't know you do the hurdles. I ain't doing the hurdle. That's all these damn potholes in them. Joke, pop. He don't do the hurdle. That's how bad the track is. Go to white folks school. One bout, his ass already down the field. School set them up with shoes, uniform. They gonna set them with training. They gonna send folks they gonna send in physical sport therapists in with them to get them every opportunity to advance. So our schools don't offer it. So why we expecting our kids to stay there? If we want our people to stay, just like these kids when they get grown, a lot of these kids, some of these kids will leave him. They're going to go out. They're going to go out there. They're going to make bad decisions. We're going to lose them. You know why? You got to offer them something. We got to coach them. We got to educate them on both ends. They got to learn their system, and we got to show them the right system. So now you got something you can make a decision by. We got to give them the opportunity where if college ain't for you, we got something for you for a drug dealer get them or a gang get them. Or some homosexual walk up and pick them up and offer them a whole lifestyle or something. Y'all got me? They'll do the women as well as the men. This is reality for us. You can stay on your knees and you can pray, but reality is what it is. People are going to deal with what's physical, what's tangible, what they can see. Out here is real. And if you can't offer them something, somebody else will. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
That's what I want to show them. You can talk about it, but then let's be about it. Talk about it, we can be about it. We got to teach them, listen, you got to learn their system if you're going to be here. Even if we ain't going to be here, it's just good to be coaching on other people's coaching. We need to know enough so I know what to do and what not to do. Isn't that right? How you heard the saying before? Don't stick your head in a lion's mouth and tell him his breath stink. Have y'all? That's nobody ain't heard that before. Never stick your head in a lion's mouth and tell him his breath stink. What'll happen? You know what? That comes from experience. So you start learning who you deal with, how to deal with them, and how to approach. What's a good decision? What's a bad decision? We got to teach them that. Y'all want to give them a chance? Don't you want a chance? Let me tell y'all why a lot of y'all don't do nothing, because you're scared. You're scared. Fear scare everybody. Everybody got to have. You don't think I have fear? I still do it. I got a bigger fear of sitting out here on this street hungry, begging somebody. So I take the chance and I do it. I spend a lot of money doing what I do. I put a lot of risk into what I'm doing because it's a good reward if I win it. I lose too now, but I win a lot of time more than I lose. But I couldn't do either or if I sat around like some of y'all. You can't win nothing just sitting here. You got to be proactive and get out here, and you got to source yourself with as much information you can to try to make your losses less as possible. But it's a reality. I wouldn't tell nobody you ain't going to lose. You're going to lose. Anything you can make money at, you're going to lose at it. You got a bigger chance of winning. You got a bigger chance of losing. You do it winning. Who wouldn't do something they got a bigger chance of winning than losing? You got more of a chance at losing. You do it winning. That's why you got to make the reward greater. That's why stocks pay so many dividends. So you know why? High risk. We can't guarantee the loss. But I can guarantee you this. If we get what we're supposed to get, you got a payday coming. Y'all see how it works? So you got to make a decision on, do you keep doing what you're doing, busting your ass, stand on your knees, waiting on every week to get paid, or every 2 weeks or once a month to get paid, or you get proactive and get out here and start realizing I got to take some risks for my future. And I got to get as much information I can to make sure I soften the blow and make my risk of losing less. But just sitting here waiting on somebody to get something to hand you something, that's not a good strategy. Especially if you're no man. You always got to set you up another plan. You got to have your another option if that option don't work. You got to have your another option if that option don't work. Whenever I lose, I get some stuff. I lose. I said, just go and get rid of it. And so you take a loss. I took a good loss on a lot of stuff. I said, I'll make it back up. I'm a hustler by trade. That time, I lose. Man, I got to sound look. I said, shit, lost my damn money. But all they tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back again. Am I right? Right. That's it. I tell them, I don't got shit. It's bad loss. I lose some. I lost some good money. Guess what, though? I'm a hustler. I come back every time. Because you know what? I believe in me. I try to tell you, believe in yourself. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all go to jail. These people put you and lock you in for years and give you salary because they making their business on you. And you get in there and you make it work for them because you don't want to see them lose. Why you want to put that same effort behind your black ass? How many of y'all want to see yourself lose? How many of y'all want to see yourself fail? Well, get your ass in there and let's start hustling. Let's start pushing. I'd rather lose on me than anybody. I used to have my money in investment stock. I'd play with a little stock, never do a little stuff. I don't count that stuff, do nothing. I never count that shit. That shit don't count. Nothing for me to do, absolutely nothing. Because I just don't have no confidence in it. I do, and I put it every time I test y'all, again, I have no confidence in it because it ain't me. I know what I do. First and last result. I'll steal. All right, they laughing. Yeah, I'd be laughing too if it was a joke. I'm gonna eat. It don't matter what they come out with. They come out with some new shit tomorrow. I'm gonna win. Y'all hear me? I'm gonna win. Come on, make sure I got mine. I'm gonna do just like Shamshun. I'm gonna take they shit. Shamshun was a businessman. If I lost, it because they swindled somebody and messed me up. So I'm gonna take your shit. You don't like that. It's in your book. Yeah. Don't believe none of it then. I go out here and I put an honest day work in for everything I got and I do it. When it all come down to it, I'm not finna get on my knee to be praying because my family ain't got nothing. I'm gonna be active. I ain't eating out no trash can. When Yahushua told y'all the parable about the man got on his knee and got ready to eat that slop, he wasn't talking about me. All I gotta say, Adon, which of these 11 you talking about? Because I'm not finna eat no slop. I'm just like that boy said, I know where they keep it at. He said he was going back to his father's house. I know where the stuff at. I know they looking at. What you rolling, John, over there? What you doing? I seen that man had some paper. He did like that. I said, I ain't know how to watch that, man. You eat chewing gum wrong, too. We're going to have chewing gum. We're going to have another book, volume 7. Shit you don't do, you doing chewing gum. That shit right there. Well, anyway, I know y'all kind of sad now. Anytime y'all getting told about, oh yeah, they do. I'm telling you, I watch y'all face. When somebody had to tell y'all something, and it's unfortunate that I had to be the bad guy. It's really unfortunate I had to be the bad guy. But I do it. If y'all guys would really believe, especially the younger Aki, I don't know how y'all do it. Health ain't never wrong, ain't no damn pill, now shot, now operation, nothing. Just lazy shit. I got how to do something. You can't do something. You gotta do some things while you able. Cause you keep going, you keep living. One time I wasn't on no pills. One time I ain't had no pains, none of that stuff, but time changed. And you wait till it come and hit you at the right time, it's gonna be too late. Ask some of these people here that's older, knowing what we know now, what we could have done then. But you know what? Our loss is your lesson. How many of y'all that older, had you done what I'm telling these people earlier, you could have been a lot further ahead? Look at these 4 hands. Those that are older tell you. Y'all playing around, y'all have no idea what you're doing. That shit gonna slip and catch you so fast, you gonna be sitting. And a lot of y'all got y'all money tied up in a lot of these stocks. I'd never tie my money up in no stocks. No, hell no. These folks will never have my money. Man, some crackhead? Somebody on PCP? Crystal Milk got my damn money tied? No. Everybody do what they want to do. I done seen that. Man, I lost some of my head. I told him, I said, man, cut me a check. I said, stop the bleed. I said, man, stop the bleed. I looked, I had lost $14,000. I said, what? I said, we done. I said, come on, get my money up out of here. He said, now, if you take your money, you lose your money. I said, what money? He said, oh, you ain't lost your money. I said, where is that? He said, it's in the market. I said, where? I said, well, get it out the market. He said, you can't do that. See, you had to leave it in there. If you take it out now, you lose it. If you leave it in there, you ain't lost it. I said, where is it at? He said, in the market. I said, well, get it out the market. He said, we can't do that. You had to leave. I said, give me my money. I said, give me my money. They told me I had to wait, come back up there. They found you had to go all this shit, process shit. I come back again. He said, you took your money out to her. He said, it started going back up. I said, I could have lost it. He said, you could have. I said, give me my money. I was done with her. Shit, I flipped my money around. I did like Tupac. Shit, I get around. Y'all see what I'm saying? Shit, I lose my money. I know where my money at. I know how to get it back. When you got it and you send me some paper in the mail, by the time y'all get that paper, you know that paper not today. Most of these folks ain't got that brain. You don't think I sent you the money immediately the day of. So when you got it and it say something, you do know the market changed where it could have went up or down. So you got paper in the work that they had to go through the mail, had to be processed and sent to you. That's not accurate. How many of y'all getting them statements and look at them? Damn, nobody got them statements? How many of y'all thinking when you look at that statement, that's what you got? Nah, ain't nobody believe it. One person got it. That's tight. I know they believe that. You believe that statement when you seen it. And you know that statement ain't for that day, though. That's how they get you. So I suggest all y'all, you doing something, don't never put everything you got in nothing but you. Everything I got is in Mr. Yahuwah first. Rest of it, I'm going to put more on me to do it than anybody else. Because when I do it, I know what my intent is. When them companies make bills and make bad decisions, their intent ain't got nothing to do with me. They trying to get money for their ass. A lot of them get paid when the market crash. They'll sell theirs and crash it, and then come back and buy it low. By that time, that's your whole future. Man, ain't about to talk me about no. Listen, these folks take all the vitamin clear. They take that shit, don't mean nothing to me. Because you done made all that money, what the hell you sitting here talking to me for? Your ass sitting here every day waiting on meet me at 10, 11 o'clock. You done made all that money, you should be gone. Man, that stuff ain't nothing but change. Only way you make money on that stuff, the people make money on that is the billionaires. They create that market. They make that market move, and they crash that market. By the time you add up all your little piss-ass money, your money divide up, go in their pocket. You learn how to eat all these folk quick and get out the way. That market not for it. You got to be millionaire, billionaire to get that market. Them folk, listen, all the currency, all that shit they do, folk with real money walking out and buy all that damn less than a penny stock. By the time that shit moved a penny, 2, 3 cents, they gone. No millionaire go mess with no shit like that and go get it. Look at that boy from Tesla. Went blow Bitcoin up, shot to $59,000, walked out. Then they asked him about Bitcoin. Y'all hear what they asked about Bitcoin? He said, Bitcoin? I didn't even take Bitcoin. Shit just been crumbling, dropping, 34,000, dropping down. After he done turned 1.4 billion in now. Flipped his money, made too much money, walked out. He said, Bitcoin? He said, man, I don't take no Bitcoin. That's how they do you. Because they know how to do it. They got enough money to influx the market, shoot it up, and everybody run to it. By the time we ever learn about something, run to it. The billionaire men got their money gone. They go, man, I bought this stock. It pulled it jumped to $59 million. You think you're going to be here? You went on a stock to hit $59 million. Does it sound logical to you, nigga? I'm just telling you now. I know these folks be saying, I play around with little stuff. I had to just tell y'all, just put y'all stuff up. Please don't ask me about the thing that I put everything I got in no market. Hell no. I don't trust them. I don't believe nothing they say. Whenever I see y'all say, y'all hear when I tell y'all, again, I have no confidence in these people. Get you a little money, make your money, get the hell away from them. It's all a scam. They fluctuate when they get ready. I haven't said all that. We're going to get ready. We got to give Mr. Hood a Tahaleen. It's his time. It's Ukar Shabur, fur fruit. I just want y'all to be minded on what we got to do. Y'all don't mind, do you? You always mind. That's right. Somebody told me, put my hold. They said, you don't mind? I said, yes, I mind. Don't ever tell them about you don't mind. That's why we've been in that problem now, because we weren't minding. Ain't that right? That's how you get gold from minding, ain't it? You always mind. All right, they're gonna get ready. They're gonna sound the Kato Sarah. We're gonna get ready to this June. We're gonna go down. We're gonna face toward, drop down on the knees and face toward the east. While these southern doors on, they burned in the sheet. Oh, America, not for me. I just put that together right quick. How I do that? Are y'all ready? I do that. How I do that? All right, we're gonna get ready. Y'all know what y'all do. Do your thing. What y'all doing? He gonna let us do our thing until he come, ain't that right? That's what we're doing. That's it, ain't it? And kicking it right. All right, auto that able. Oh my goodness. Woo. Feel like I'm looking for my remote again. Eternal Kudash Abba, which is the Father, we come before you, Kudash Panayu, which is your presence. Ask you to look down from Shamayim upon your Abadim, your servants. Ask you to forgive us and blot out all our Qatar Nama all, which are our sins and our transgressions. Asking you to make us whole and complete and entire, that we lack nothing. Ask you to barak us with your Ruach HaKadosh, which is the seal on a clean Kai, which is a clean life. Make us Kudash for your alarm purpose, make us separated for your eternal purpose.
We ask you to search us to see if there be anything that will cause us to stumble or hesitate, to doubt, to turn away from, or not be completely whole and transparent before you. Cast it from us. Hadu and all the Tudah, which is the thanks and the thanksgiving for Yahushua HaMashiach, for the Mut, which is the death, for the Zarak, for the resurrection, for the Ahar, which is the affection, for the Rikam, which are the mercies, for the example he left us on how we should shama your every dabarim, how we should hearken to every word, and that we might kai by, which is live by. We ask you to barak the married, the single, the separated, those we commit to you in Palau, those that support your dabarim, those that ask us to Palau with them and for them, that you grant them their lost desire. I do for those that you've given recovery to thus far and that you're still working with and transition to a completeness. Most of all, be our Yeshua, which is our salvation. We say, I do for being a Yashua in the time of trouble, which is a Savior and a deliverer. We ask you to barak those behind prison walls, those that are bereaved, those in war-stricken country, those diseased and pestilence on the edge of despair, midst of doubt. Ask you to be a baraka to the outer towns and encouraging that you would baraka them even more for the sacrifices that they made, for yielding their lives, which are their hearts to you, to shama that which you yakra for, which was hearken to that which you call for. We ask you to halal us, which is guide us into the Darak, which is the way, into the Arak, which is the way of life, into a Beth, which is a home in your everlasting Mount Kuth, which is your empire. We yakra upon you again, which is called upon you for no other help we know, no other Elohim we seek, no other Yasha besides Yahushua HaMashiach, which is your salvation that we look to. We ask you to give or to our which is a light to our eyes, which gives us the understanding the appearance, that we might know thee according to your dabarim, which are your words. We're not worthy, nor deserving of the opportunity you've given us to be here, even yet to even possess Kai, which is life. But how do again, because you are Hab the Abbas, you are Hab the Benin, and you've given us this opportunity. I do for our young adults and our teenagers and our yarders that you recovered, that have gone astray. That should be a keeper to these that are here, that we lose none. Barak their understanding. We ask you to allow us to give us the strength, give us the understanding, give us the will that we might uplift your Shem, your name, that we might give all Tahalim unto you for what you've done and for this dedication that you set aside for us. That you get the Kabul, the Kabod, in the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Woo!
I'm like the baby down there. It take a minute to get up, boy. You ain't by yourself yet. Woo! I thought it was just me yet. But woo! I ain't gonna lie, but that flow sucked the mud out of me. Woo! Y'all all right? How y'all do out there in the kitchen area? God, why the? All right, we're gonna let them come on out. Y'all ready? Yeah. All right. Ho. Y'all sound a little dry. Listen, let me tell you now. This is Yahuwah's house, okay? This is Yahuwah's muhadi. They're not preaching. They're not Pastor muhadi. I didn't appoint this, nor did I establish it. Mr. Yahuwah established this. Y'all got it? And he wants us to get him the first, the pari, which is the Rosh Kahi, the first, the head. That's what he wants. Give it to him. This belongs to him. Y'all got it? This is what he desires. So we're going to do it. We want to sound so, my Akula so beautiful with y'all white on. That's what he declared. He said the harvest was white. It was ready. He said didn't have enough labor to bring it in. And y'all look ready now. Y'all look like a cup of soup and somebody got the flu. I got my soup out there. I'm going to get it later. Y'all all right, because she be lusting at me. I can put that out there, her business. Ain't that right, Justin? I can tell her business. Ain't that right? Woo, boy, that knee got still. Woo. I gotta hurry up. That's right. I'm gonna smoke some here. Then I get through. I'm gonna give me some here. I might put a little hole in my knee and let it get a little bit. Maybe it'll loosen up. That bad boy. Woo. All right, they getting ready around here. Where they at? Let me say that now for the kids. They on the damn one. Y'all go up on the stage so y'all don't trip up the performance. Y'all just go right there and just y'all go up on the stage. That way they back here doing their thing. Want to just hit them, but y'all we want our children to be a part too. They're a part. They here. All right, so we just put them up there, go up there, so y'all don't be in the way, don't trip nobody. Danny gonna come and he gonna lead the dance too today. I'm talking about dance. Dan said call the still. Who all like that, Danny? Who do that, Danny? Danny look around. Danny said, I don't know. Danny, you don't know who all like that? Danny, you don't know who all like that? Who all like that, Ian? Who? Antoine said, Antoine said. You heard Danny say, he said, that's why I beat you yesterday too. Now that's all right. What, y'all ready? Yes, sir. All right, we'll get out of the way. All right, let me see who will have it.
Yeah. I know this one a little slow, but we'll speed it up as we go along. Yeah.
I pray you watch over me. I pray you cover me. My heart desire is with you. No one can do me like you do. I pray you watch over me. I pray you cover me. My heart desire is with you. No one can do me like you do. Nothing that horse is dead. So falling might hurt your head. And falling might hurt your head. And falling will hurt your head. You'll never know if you're scared. But how did you say he's a healer and you ain't never played? And I'll be lying to you if I tell you that I ain't never scared. But I got the armor and the tools to make enemies scared. Now it depends on how I use what the scripture said. But when the news I got to choose, I'm making what I read. Sickness and health in your time, I'm saving myself. Well, I can activate it, kid, death. Mama got me activated. Lions, brothers, still anticipated. Born in territory, the story is I gotta take it. Y'all be the glory. I pray you watch over me. I pray you cover me. My heart desire is with you. No one can do me like you do. I pray you watch over me. I pray you cover me. My heart desire is with you. No one can do me like you do.
No more singing, we shall overcome like some slaves. We're now connected to the only source with power to save. I'ma keep on serving y'all for the rest of my days. Some people want me to stop, but I'm too set in my ways. Cause y'all, I love you, y'all, I love you. And I place no one above you. You will keep in perfect peace, whose mind is always stayed on me. So better believe when I hit the streets, I'ma keep my head held high. Looking to the hills where my help come from, cause my redemption draw nigh.
I pray you cover me inside my darkest hour. You remain everything and you have all the power. Without you where I would go, and wait for your sun to show. You watch over us until it's time to go. I pray you watch over me. I pray you cover me. My heart desire is with you. No one can do me like you do. I pray you watch over me. I pray you cover me. Yeah, my heart desire is with you. Why? No one can do me like you do.
Bringing 88 back.
Woo! Bring it back. Yeah.
Come on in, listen, don't be scared to move your feet. Calling on your rule with our hands raised, the king will be seat. Alright, when you hear the rule, tell me who you love, let me hear you shout out your hood. It's a Kadash party ride with the Yahoo-Dee. It's a Kadash party ride with the Yahoo-Dee. Isn't this great? Service starts at 8. It has no end of time in the breeze. You just know why we in the building, so you know we gotta represent. Wave head, nice beer, fresher than a peppermint. Christians are irrelevant. Hebrew Israelites ain't man, don't get me started. You can get your groove on, this ain't any party. Let me show you how the Yahoo-Dee get down. It's a Kadash party ride. This is how the Yahoo-Dee get down. It's a Kadash party ride. It's a Kadash party ride. This is how the Yahoo-Dee get down. It's a Kadash party ride. Listen, I used to roll through the spot like where the weed at. Got my dog down where the Yahoo-Dee at. Believe that, same equal to yoke. Like 6 or a half a dozen eggs in a bowl. Had like 1 million of them, yeah, you better love them. Yahuwah through his baby Yahusha, ain't no God above them. So just relax, move your hand from that panic button. And do your dance, grab a friend, 2-step or something. Yeah, I'm on my phone, each a show. With me, take a picture, we be so for show. Starting no friend in this Kadash apparel. Jamming like when he took down Pharaoh. So train line, this road be narrow. You dare be that internal the narrow. But by this, I suggest you did very well. That's in the mind, and prepare for takeoff. We go. It's a Kadash party ride. This is how the Yahoo-Dee get round. It's a Kadash party ride with the Yahoo-Dee. It's a Kadash party ride. This is how the Yahoo-Dee get down. It's a Kadash party ride with the Yahoo-Dee. 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 Wasting a lot of time chasing bogus dreams. I'm glad I woke up with the blood of Yahusha in my cup. Now I'm up for the challenge, living life with no balance. I'ma push that, but that's life, should die balances. So God waits, more plates, more calluses, but he wouldn't put more on his bar than I can live. Even when it seems impossible, he's with me through these obstacles. And now I finally get it, no pain, no gain, so true. Ow! I'm trying to get it, so it's gone. So it's far away, I can get home. To be right in front of me, who keeps me company? No time for distractions, errors, and there's nothing come from me. Couldn't picture better life. Rather have rockets for life. But I'm choosing all the right. That's how I'm living my life, yeah. Okay, we're falling in the crowds and it's no words and circus, cause they acting like some clowns while I'm obeying the laws, trying to make my rule pop around. Not your father too, the best way I know how. Please, don't do me no favors, cause I ain't even asked you to. Nope, your religion killed my bro, and you got to too. Wait, you probably actually like it too. All these holy women, but you still hesitate to do. The more I see, the more I get disgusted. The best to get my salvation was swallow one, but for let no man take my crown, my sword's cut, this one you better not come with me, no Jesus Christ discussions. Came a long way from being passive, trying to get that shit in before I slay a bastard. I've been lied to, so I'm ready to start blasting, separate, ready to get answer questions after. I'm trying to get an answer this long, 7 further away, I can get home. Be right in front of me, who keeps me company? Time for distractions, tell me things that they come for me. I couldn't put your head alive. You'd rather have problems for life, but I choose to walk on the ride. That's how I'm living my life. I'm trying to get back to this moment. So it's all the way I can get home. Be right in front of me, and who keeps me company? No time for distractions, tell me that they come for me. Put your head alive. You'd rather have problems for life, but I choose to walk on the ride. That's how I'm living my life. Yeah, that's how I'm living my life. I choose to walk the ride. So be right in front of me, and who keeps me coming all the time? But distractions, tell me that they come for me. I couldn't put your head alive.
Is it a move out or what? Hey, yeah. You're a big breezy, big cookie. Breezy, brother. Hey, is this a move out or what? There's a lot of folks out there, y'all, trying to call on y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I need them. Big cookie. I need y'all. More than anything else, man, I need y'all too. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. I need y'all. More than anything else, man, I need y'all too. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. They saying, I need him, you need him, they're thinking that the ball is like a sharp sword, is how you thinking. Take the words off the page and make them come through the speakers and leave you on your knees, trying your hard like the Bay Dickens. You say you won't pretend, it's better turn right and seek. If he's the type that don't forgive you, don't be calling no digits. You wish you live plain, there's no excuse if you didn't. Better dive in the water, get it, mercy and repentance. Generation of the cost, who did warn you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come? Christianity had you tricked, yeah you would do, cause you're cutting down the tree that don't bring forth fruit. And if you still got breath, well you got a chance, cause it won't be long till he come back to this land. Make sure when he come back that you're in his arms, so he can take you in the mouth, cool like we in the bar. Let's get it. I need y'all too. More than anything else, man, I need y'all too. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. I need y'all. More than anything else, man, I need y'all too. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. I had to tell you once again, now that's your second witness. I'm still fighting against sin, I'm on my route of fitness. And with the fighter, I'm on now, you know I'm fighting daily. Gotta prep to make it to the market, you gon' make it, baby. And when I said I sold my soul, it came with warranty. I can make them repairs as long as what I wanted me. I had to make it plain and give you what you understand. What no to the east, except the things of a man. A lot of folks that they need y'all, but I need him the most. I'm drawing closer to the sun like a solar solstice. I know you think it S-U-N, but I mean the bigger, which is the door, and that's the only way to make it in. It's eternal like to know him, that's what I believe. So when I take my last breath, my soul will receive. Don't take my word for it, look to what is written. So when you reach a crack cloud, you can see it bringing. Yeah. He coming back. Yeah.
What's up, Luke? You're man.
Generation of the cost. Who did wrong? Who did wrong? Generation of the cost. Who did wrong? Tell me who did wrong. So tell me, yeah.
Tell me what you think about it. I finally got this thing about me. I'm free, sweet smelling flavor, boy. I got the flavor. Look, I'm already paid up. My shine you on my face. Put my hands up. I'm always being glanced on. I make plans on. Letting me get my chance on. I tell you what, I drank for it, you who what? That's the shot I gave. People to loosen up. If you don't get it, don't give fuck, brother, use a duck. I take the butt, I take it, but you don't love. I say what, I went from piecing with the gold. What? Piecing with the children on your who on this shot of two. You don't need not looking at me, you got the truth. To make a tree bear with fruit. It's not the proof. See this one is up. It played like some type of fool. The elders and the children understand like Dr. Seuss. You not true, I'm a new for this opportunity. I know you're coming back when y'all think. And not the truth.
Generation of the cost. Who did wrong? You to flee from the wrath that is sure to come. Christianity, they had your trick, yeah you would do. You cutting down the tree, don't bring forth fruit. Whole generation of the cost. Who did wrong? You to flee from the wrath that is sure to come. Christianity, they had your trick, yeah you would do. You cutting down the tree, don't bring forth fruit.
Hey, look, I used to wonder why I was born, why my mama middle child was somehow different. How hey, I get it now since ain't out here living foul. And though I put it down, I know it's gonna still be trials. Sometimes I meditate so deep it's like I'm paralyzed. All the lessons my leaders teach, I know they certified. This is no classified, them cheat leaders gon' verify. Oh, you gon' know about y'all, he won't be no consign. I do your hoosha, your Buddha is clarified. I do again to you, now you spare my ashar. See how she almost lost her life and hurt me to my life. See me holy was written through all the tears. That furnace of affliction hot, I'ma not get tried, but only strength and power. That's what I get from y'all. Yeah, I hop your miss because we just here for a while. And make sure that you're wise. So in the
Generation of the cops who did war, you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come. Christianity, they had your trick, yeah, you been through. You who's you cutting down trees that don't bring forth fruit. Oh, generation of the cops who did war, you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come. Christianity, they had your trick, yeah, you been through. You who's you cutting down trees that don't bring forth fruit. Tell me who did wrong. Generation of the cops, tell me who did wrong. Tell me who did wrong. Tell me who did wrong. And this is a move hard or what?
Yes, sir.
If you ask me, ain't but one person here that deserves a standing ovation.
That's right.
And that's Mr. Yahuwah. Mr. Yahuwah. To all of us. Now, one of us in this room deserves to be here, but he saw fit to find you worthy. So if you believe like I believe,
Allah, he deserve utmost applause.
Yeah, he ain't never fall. Yeah, he Malak of all. His mouth will never fall.
Everlasting Allah
In that final standing ovation, Allah, he deserve our most applause. Yeah, he ain't never fall. Yeah, he ain't like a ball. His mouth will never fall. Everlasting Tahala. In that final curtain's call. Put him up. Lifting hands in Tahala. Tahala to one who saves and the one who will condemn your state of wicked. Malcolm Dignan, transgressions was stacked with thickness. Only y'all can hear that sentence. Lived a life that was full of sin. Redirect and change of course. Had only dead and gone no corpse. Man down, close catch. Say goodbye to the simple bastard. Trotting down this road, you by you. Avoiding hazards, choosing to suffer with his own instead of indulging in time. Pressing toward that great move on. Impressed about the great move on. Pardon me, you're done. Body and comedy still a song. The come, Hakali, through your who should what we see. The money one of Yahoo, this Yahoo will get a time I leave. Standing ovation, Allah, he deserves our most applause. Yeah, he ain't never fall. Yeah, he Malak of all. His mouth will never fall. Everlasting Allah, in that final call. Standing ovation, Allah, he deserves our most applause. Yeah, he ain't never fall. Yeah, he Malak of all. His mouth will never fall. Everlasting Allah, in that final call.
It's been a while, but I'm still having flashbacks. Thoughts running through my mind like a halfback. The heart spinning on the juice and liner. We ended up a town up in the never used to laugh at. When the devil tried to get in my mind, I took it back on the line. I keep the things so I don't laugh. You keep me in front of the piece in the dough cap, putting on the head with the truth and snap back. Fuck a beat about fat like a bad chick. I do it all for you, and there's no flex. Making sure that he can tie a lane. The never saw that I say. I bet it's one to do what's next. More better than Allah, he run the nation. For sure I'm come through it on a many generation. Ain't never broke, but you said live. That's only right, I live my life bigger than an ovation. If you ask me to get cooked, what's the best nation? You who the game number one in the donation. Only cause they take money to build, so once into his will and take that to abomination. Try to make it to the straight games, cross out. I know you who's coming back, still on time. Wanna hear what else, people about to take my dead bones out of it, but make them alive, so come on.
There's no ovation, Allah, he deserves our most applause. Yeah, he ain't never fall. Yeah, he Malak of all. His mouth will never fall. Everlasting Allah, in that final curtain call. Standing ovation, Allah, he deserves our most applause. Yeah, he ain't never fall. Yeah, he Malak of all. His mouth will never fall. Everlasting Allah, in that final curtain call.
Plugged into the powerhouse. Get plugged in.
As an out, Pluto.
Got a put it out of force and distribute on the beat. no kilo. I'm ready to fight with the man, be the light. Call for your shoe, the two of me like. Grind, we gotta make it. Running back again. Knock out a ring, put it out of portion, distribute on the beat. That's right. It ain't my code. No kilo. Right with the man, be the light. Call for your shoe, the two of me like. Now cool mind, we gotta make it in. Run it back again. Step on the beat, till it's can't compete. Yeah, hootie gang, we spit straight flame. Radio, top of the line, y'all bring we flow. Most high, unified, pull out, it's the word, man, that'll be suicide. More touchdowns, so it's gonna find new below. Shoot out, baby, back on the rap, foul face, and we slow, y'all, you can't walk, we play, shout out to my pocket here, living right, since neck to them, let it alone, comprehend, who she coming back, let him make a nigga, and the girly trip, ask you who know, catch you wrong, from beginning to end, these lives, no starting mind, piercing rhymes, powerhouse, we share, into hot double, it's my halak, the coon with the ring, got a powerhouse blood for a hot double, put it out in portion, distribute it on the beat, so it ain't my code, wanna be made whole, no heat, no, white with the man, be the light, call for your shoe, the tour, be the light, now who's mine, we gotta make it, run it back, again, got a powerhouse blood for a hot double, put it out in portion, distribute it on the beat, that's what it's so it ain't my code, wanna be made whole, no heat, no, white with the man, be the light, call for your shoe, the tour, be the light, cool blind, we gotta make it, run it back, again, we ain't going up and keep you laughing. Going through the ball for a night and miss a halak. Wait towards righteousness. Now she ain't right with the bill. Be the light there. Great shout coming down from the Elohim. Lucky out, lucky I should rock. You need to call. Man, you're far. The nigga fire can't even burst fire. In between, I'm afraid it's the other side. Stay plugged into the powerhouse. I'm a ring. Going out. Top halak. To the ground grave. Elohim, we should call. Y'all real far. Hold it down, cause you can ball. Elohim, build a goal. A mind report, designed to be healed. Oh, no kilo, no lady white, my nigga, that's the goal.
Yeah. Let's try this again. Woo! Turn it up. 5, 4. Come on! Let's get it. This a move out of what?
Hey, it's a bad chips.
Hey! 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 Come on! Hey! 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 Tell them! What? Don't praise me! Praise God! Praise what? Don't praise me! Praise God! Praise what? Hey! 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 Look, I'm new now, nigga, but the flow still hit the greatest ever. And it's 100%. No filler. Not getting ready, it's time, but no filler. No, it ain't about me, this ain't jigger. I'm just a customer, I'm telling you give up. This our lifestyle, now the ring chiller. Deep, dirt, exposed, see I'm shooting pillars. Hey, out everything that they built up. America's nightmares, right here, it's us. The Yahoo very clean, no glimmers. In this weekend, we bout winners. I ain't too dumb, boy, keep a peanut. Stay sold, get your money, hey, hey, hey. This ain't cheap, swag all 100,000. He says a man's gift made room for him, so I shouldn't have to tell you to move when I perform. Now I will be in, so I push for him. That you God's guitar, that got who eat cover. I show you how to do this, baby. Give my praises and still show it, can't roll with me. Mean it, hard, I got plenty. No matter where I'm at on the globe, I'm like, send me. I'm serving the sun, coming to American slums. Like, don't get up, get a pump in the gun. I drink that drum, it's my drum line. D-Mouse, that we've come, get turned around now, it's begun. Because they over, go over. No gun, son, just one, toy soldier. Look at who of our future, so solar. So bright, so right, now ready, Yoda. The good fella, I tell you, we both fella under the bug and hellbound sinners. We out of here, home run hitters. So far from the status, no compare with sun and sun. Ain't no Christians here. They can't stand So yeah, don't praise me, praise God. Come on, don't praise me, praise God. Let's go. Hey, don't praise me, praise God. Hey, don't praise me, praise God. Hey, don't praise me, praise God. Don't praise me, praise God. Let's go. Hey, don't praise me, praise God. Swag on 100,000, say it all over. Hey, sing it, don't praise me, praise God. Praise God, sing it, don't praise me, praise God. Don't praise me, praise God. Praise God. My mind's in my mind. Praise God, I told me good. All my niggas dying, getting with me. Straight to the slaughter, I was lit. I was so dumb. Any and everything in that day. High up in the hill, up on that giraffe. Man, I was dumb. There was nothing going right. But I had sight. Getting no time for that life. Cause I left my leave me up, take my life. I'm trying to pick up my wife. And they be like, whoa, they do that. Y'all do what I wanna do, what you wanna do. Me and my family, hey, better get my mission because we go against the planet. They said it's head. Ooh, I love it. I'm gone. My mind, say my mind is gone. My mind is gone. My mind is gone. My mind is gone. My mind, say my mind is gone.
Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Yeah, we coming. Yeah, we coming. Yeah, we coming. Yeah, we coming. And you know we gon' run. For what? And you know we gon' run. For what? And you know we gon' run. For what? And you know we gon' run. Running, run. Yeah, who the gang up in the building? We gon' set it off. Trace like amigos, you know I'm taking off.
Hey.
First place to last place to first. I'm just running to the fountain, obeying my thirst. I'ma levitate, like I'm on your hopes. Cause each step I take, I'm closing the chapter. And I done heard the talking, but they can't compete. I'm sipping the finest, like I'm the finest, and I'm gonna be like a hostile gas. Ready, set, go. Get these switches for my mission. I know they didn't see it coming. Got a pin for something. Ain't nobody said nothing. Cause why you running? Hey, we coming.
coming.
Tell you who the we coming.
We coming.
Tell you who the we coming.
We coming.
Tell you who the we coming.
We coming.
And you know we gon' run.
Go what?
And you know we gon' run.
Go what?
And you know we gon' run.
Go what?
Let's go. Run it, 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 run it,
let's go. The game, take it over. You can see me ride out. Block a head like my Tombo. Get that instrument of mine. You gon' run with the y'all dance. Gotta lay those shoes right. Won't cost something to be safe. Gotta pay your shoes out. That's why I don't walk out. Let's take like I'm on tour. I never let you look up when you mess with the hell. You put that so you have to look. We making it right. Go do a good job like that. Hey, who we coming? Hey, who we coming? Hey, who we coming? Hey, who we coming? And you know we gon' run it. And you know we gon' run it. And you know we gon' run it. Now everybody let me run it, 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 run it. Yeah, who do we come? We coming. 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 And you know we gon' run it. Go run it. And you know we gon' run it. Go run it. And you know we gon' run it. Go run it. And you know we gon' run it. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Throw your hands up. If you know you roll with the Most High, yeah, and you hold it, throw your hands up. If you ready to ride with your hoosha, and you willing to die, your hands up. If you know you roll with the Most High, yeah, and you holding your wow, baby, then I can't make do. Listen, I'm living like I'm in the champagne. Get it? Cause maybe you're who I just can't do. Like a really whole food trying to take shampoo. Listen, these last days we gotta break to save you more. Persecution on us is how it's breaking the day before. Separate, they know y'all will let us hate us. I can help us stay up. I 12 take out of 84. No fishes and lows, my reason is different. They use the test, but he recommends the heaters and sinners. Trying to get high as a kite, but no weed in my system. We getting messed with me. That obedient children. Listen, Oprah got a network and Bill got the green, but your who is the only one that held my disease. Yo, not a dream. Yo, who was sent this band as the A-Sin Malak. That's a real doctor game. If you ready to ride with your hoosha, and you willing to die, hey, if you know you roll with the Most High, yeah, and you holding your arm, your hands up. Yo, if you ready to ride with your hoosha, and you willing to die, hands up. If you know you roll with the Most High, y'all, and you holding your arm, hands up, lift your hands, then y'all get me rising up. Like my family got the juices, time to take the cup. The world had me drunk and sober, y'all was no use. Now I'm living straight, no chase, there is no excuse. When I throw these hands up, it's for a good use. Every time they get exposed, oh, we get the blues. Everything gets treated on the news. But these guys about to build some more statues. Make passing with Jesus, I mind you trick that. Teach them now, nigga, you probably gon' get clapped. Still talking, and every word you gon' feel. They got guns, I call ducking, they come with kickback. Kitten versus a pit, man, that's a mismatch. Crackers are savage, wild dogs, they running the big pass. It's a change of the audio, who would done flip. He is a rise now, but that's Mr. Big Cats. Look, if you ready to ride, with your hoosha, and you willing to die, hands up. Hey, if you know you roll with the Most High, yeah, and you holding your own, hands up. Hey, if you ready to ride with your hoosha, and you willing to die, hands up. If you know you roll with the Most High, yeah, and you holding your own, hands up. Yo, if you ready to ride with your hoosha, and you willing to die, hands up. If you know you roll with the Most High, yeah, and you holding your own, hands up. Hey, if you ready to ride with your hoosha, and you willing to die, hands up. Yo, if you know you roll with the Most High, yeah, and you holding your own, hands up. Walk with me.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall follow you because I know you're who is my help. Guide my steps, keep right, walk to the left. On this road that I'm on till I'm laid to rest. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil because I know you're who is my help. Guide my steps, keep right, walk to the left. On this road that I'm on till I'm laid to rest. You're trying to get my confidence, make me come on.
ain't no time for that. But I'ma stand firm on this word and won't turn. Why these niggas throw up like some paperback? Music sleep was getting cold, that's why I grab heater. I set the table with a feet, now it's time to eat her. That the wrong thing I'm pulling out with your take. Now that's an appetite. I sleep for sure, get it. It's something I'm not. Survival of the fittest. Just a little bit is helping me grow. I got the sun in the corner of stone. Do you know me with an oil? And I know it's all for my burial. Told you don't judge us anointed, so we ain't sparing you. I just want a life of become so I can see your face of peace when he finally come. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shook in the weevil cause I know you're who was my help. Guide my steps, keep right, don't turn left. On this road that I'm on till I'm laid to rest. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shook in the weevil cause I know you're who was my help. Guide my steps, keep right, don't turn left. On this road that I'm on till I'm laid to rest. Who is my shepherd? Turn my device over into his hand like I threw an interception. The boy shot my jeans, look, going for direction, but while I'm on this earth, still maneuvering with a weapon. Keep a strap on the side. Coming from your hood like the staff in the ride. And I don't wanna shoot you cause I'd rather be above all the actions of my life. Bring the passions of my life. In the shadow I'll fly as I travel with the squad. The path is deep. I like to take the wheel, I'm in the passenger seat. Used to be one of the boys who wanted to bubble balls until I said y'all was only faster than shoot. Now my whole outlook is different. Like a nigga fresh home and he out for business. He was a calm and sure to follow. If I'm about his business, go forever in his house, I'm with it. Let's get it on. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I shall feel the weevil cause I know you're who is my help. Guide my step, keep right, don't turn left. On this road that I'm on till I'm laid to rest. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall feel no weevil cause I know you're who is my help. Guide my step, keep right, don't turn left. On this road that I'm on till I'm laid to rest. As I walk, as I walk, as I walk through the valley of death. As I walk, as I walk, as I walk through the valley of death. As I walk, y'all. As I walk through the valley of death. Just believe. As I walk, as I walk through the valley of death. As I walk, as I walk, as I walk through the valley of death. As I walk, as I walk, as I walk through the valley of death. Let's get it. Hey, I come on. Hey, I come on. Flash, I come on. Hey, flashing. All day we keep our light on, we flashing. Yahoo, we get it and we got that action. Let's say yo, who a little something, now we flashing. Soon as we acting, yeah, we flashing. All day we keep our light on, we flashing. Yahoo, we get it and we got that action. Let's say yo, who a little something, now we flashing. There's no capping. Look, that CD you see on the hill, that source been elevated by Yahuwah. We that all the way to, we ain't coming down soon. Yo, God is a clown fool. And all of heat we truck, nigga. Not a dollar bill, not a pretty ring. You think we hot, boy? The way we bling bling from the inside out. Check our lifestyle. Damn, told you cut your lights on like your lifestyle. Cinnamon, I know the deal. Don't lie. You wanna touch, you wanna feel. Go against you, who will? Living like a savage and you keep on going backwards. Hold on, walk the liquor shop. We get out here from your whore and we flashing. All day we keep our light on, we flashing. Yahoo, we get it and we got that action. Mr. Yahoo, a little something, now we flashing. Soon as we acting, yeah, we flashing. All day we keep our light on, we flashing. Yahoo, we get it and we got that action. Mr. Yahoo, a little something, now we flashing. There's no cap, wonder how the Yahoo game keep us stuck in the dark. Receptions are the opera, we get it from our home. Get taught to the bar after the pattern in the home when we do self-examination. So we don't miss the mark, that's why we're bigly. With this song, we was feeling like Marvin, you won't get on. I was like, don't let me hit. I need to get on something I ain't been on in a minute. I'm a rap all I hang to the phone if I do it, so I get my shot on. Nigga, bling-a-ling-a-ling. We got the mini cutter like a finger in the way. We can let the shot right, that's why we still hustle. We cutting up the moss in the kisses and the thing. These martial lashing. All day we keep our light on, we flashing.
Yahoo, then we get it and we bout that action. Mr. Yo, who a little something, now we flashing. Sinners be acting, yo, we flashing. All day we keep our light on, we flashing. Yahoo, then we get it and we bout that action. Mr. Yo, who a little something, now we flashing. There's no capping. Shake it. Done to make the beat and we gon' kill it. Yo, hey yo. This at the synagogue all day. We start off with Big Wee, featuring that Nancy. We tuned in at age of T. Hear me talk, hear the nigga sleep. Come sorry, come drain, I'm dead, come rain. Cause we at the synagogue. Let's go! We're in the middle, baby! Hey! 405, 901, 66. Yeah! Toy Story, man. Come here, get him. 405, 404. You know what I mean? Let's roll! Let's roll! We go! Yeah, you know where I be at the synagogue all day. At the synagogue, you can find me at the synagogue all day. All day. All day. You know where I be at the synagogue all day. 24/7 synagogue all day. Y'all know what it is. The synagogue. Let's roll. We move. We call. We in the building. Let's go. We at the synagogue all day. That's why I be. For me, it's a way of K.E. No game, no not a hobby. That's right. That's one like a lobby. In the mouth, that's where a dog. You know my boo-hoo. You know my side piece. I keep that thing beside me, and I ain't even. You try to side me, and I ain't even. Not an easy one to guide me. Watching not a high ready, man. Watch my back for me. You know what I be. At the synagogue all day. At the synagogue all day. At the synagogue all day. All day. You know where I be. At the synagogue all day. What for? At the synagogue all day. What for? At the synagogue all day. Let's go. Let's go.
Je hoort de willen ze spelen my flow.
You know the rhythm of what's in the class.
Who on the dance floor?
That's right.
That's all the haters.
Run around and I tell the show. Can't run with a mile of dough. Give me a call so you know I had to show up. You know what?
I gotta keep my nostalgia.
Hell rock. That nigga done try me there.
You fuck with my bitch, but come like
Name hold my name, hold my name. I let it die. Like, yeah, y'all don't wanna cross over.
I'm real.
At the synagogue all day. At the synagogue all day. Let's go. 14, 19. At the synagogue all day. You know I'm at all day. All day I'm at all day. At the synagogue all day. At the synagogue all day. Y'all know what it is. You know what time it is. That's right. What am I doing? Yeah, I keep it in the border. While I get the soda. It's gonna be the good. If I kick out in the board. Hey, no, we just gotta listen in. You better get it when you get the pin. It's gonna get serious. Critical last week. This is my head. I don't need a punchline. What I'm saying. See if I need. You should know you not cool with what is I keep on. You know what I mean. At the synagogue all day. Ain't no hang off in the synagogue all day. At the synagogue all day. All day. All day. At the synagogue all day. At the synagogue all day. At the synagogue all day. All day. All day.
Even that shit crack.
What the book tell it? Got my device with the wrist. That's what the people both are compliment. show us some respect. On the y'all D, run it and you know it. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying, well show me what the book tell me. Got my devices for this. Build the truth before the covenant. Show us some respect. On the y'all D, run it and you know it. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying, well show me. Let the book do all the talking, preacher got the big one walking, total go, let it walk it, go, make it ball it, watch it, walk with it, walk with it, walk with it, he done lost with it, lost with it, dog, yeah, hook by the ribbon, tolerate the tilling, why I got his hands on the keys like he tipping, illuminate my sight, Georgia power can't fight, can't to elevate my height, call me camp, caught right. Still no one from Bosa to the other side of Garden. Driving through the wilderness, these timber woods is starving. Like a round of pine, at the same time I'm ballin'. Similar to the East Goose, said the El Cabo, what the book tellin'. Got my devices for this. Build the team before the cover, man. Show us some respect. Only y'all D, run it and you know it. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying, well show me what the book tellin'. Got my devices for this. Build the truth before the cover, man. Show us some respect. Only y'all D, run it and you know it. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying, well show me. You know that guy who ain't running. I'm under the shit general. You never play games with if you want. That's your funeral. About your family on that this video, you know. There's a lot of things you must be coming. But this video, you know. They told he'll be coming back. So when your manners set, bow down to the rooted. She'll call out you scared. They don't want straight up Satan. That can't be clean, no place in bed. Yeah, ass will break it, every book telling. Got my devices to rest. Build the truth before the cover, man. Show us some respect. Only y'all game, run it and you know it. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying, well show me what the book telling. Got my devices to rest. Build the truth before the cover, man. Show us some respect. Only y'all game, run it and you know it. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying, well show me. The boys real black and Delta got me armored up like sweater. If I trade it, brother, gone along, he like a checker. That's a million devils, first they all to get it right. They still don't understand their heads, where's your life from life? Yo, who sure what to say? Scared a lot, short time. He got me to the point, how you think he in the dime? Don't be with the crowd to clear my record as a felon. I'm at the way, y'all to figure what the book tellin', what the book tellin'. Got my devices to rest. With the team up over cover, man. Show us some respect. Oh, the y'all D, run it and you know that. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying, well show me what the book tellin'. Got my devices to rest. With the team up over cover, man. Show us some respect. Oh, the y'all D, run it and you know that. You see it otherwise, you ain't lying. Well, show me what the book tellin', what the book tellin', what the book tellin'. Cause they know the y'all things won't talk. Cause we got a pigeon the month. And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a robot plan to make your hooter drop. Cause they know the y'all things won't talk. Cause we got a pigeon the month. And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a robot plan to make your hooter dry. I know they probably thinking why come on the song, I'ma tell them like the Uso them, and is it not a call? Despite the love and care and affection that we gave, they done burned us, made us jealous, ain't as you can call that hate. Only happy and contented when they got niggas and slay. Say you ain't, check your bank, you the best on your payday. How we stay in last place, we listen the most way. Set our people black and ugly, why you so eager to wait? Why man told me they don't like me, they just learn to tolerate. Ain't no reason play until you got on TV roller skate. Definition of a snake, take your swim and violate. We can't trust these demon man, so glad you who a whole lot fake. Why they hate? Cause they know the y'all demo time. Cause we got a pigeon the mine. And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a robot plan to make your hooter drop. Cause they know the y'all demo time. Cause we got a pigeon the mine. And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a robot plan to make your hooter dry. The second verse, and I think you should probably listen. Ain't no reason for no pride if you should call yourself a Christian.
Now you can say I'm missing. There must be something I'm missing. Every Sunday morning, eating lots of churchy chicken, dressing tassels in your coat. Now my question is, you high? Only serving that religion just to have multiple wives. I got one, you got five. And you say you been the truth. Where's your designated squad? But you got way too much people. And the ones who left it too, they think we would make it this far. They ain't by the way. Yeah. How you know so much the ball? You the opposite of smart, but you won't find another booster. Make sure my soul is right for over, turning up your Hoosier. Why they hate us? Yo, Demo talk. Cause we got over our preaching of mine. And every time we hit the new one over shot, ain't no secret, it's a war. I plan to make your booty drop. Cause they know the y'all Demo talk. Cause we got over our preaching of mine. And every time I hit the new one over shot, ain't no secret, it's a war. I plan to make your booty drop. Oh. AC nigga. Check. Nigga Josh. Hey, so we stepping out the frame. So we stepping out the frame. So we stepping out the frame. I said we stepping out the frame. I said remix. Step out so we can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, I'm a killer with a remix. Step out so you can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, y'all gon' kill them with a remix. Young niggas still playing in the same game. We get stepping out, niggas tear down the frame. And see the one, I thought a bell would ring. When I gotta break these dollar niggas down, cause they need to change. Shemai up, so I stay on my grind. Get the bars like wine, they get better with time. Need cleans with my EMP, toxin the mind. I'm strong, it can dash out over the time. Was exercise the same, man, I thought I was flexing. I had a life full of errors, but we should've checked it. But my life in the sand, I was destined to wreck it. I was headed for a bottle in the wrong direction. Still, God, took the world, come on, life was a trip. So I hopped out like I'm ghost riding with. And I changed my position. Now, I'ma show these little niggas how to transition. I put sand up, confessing my faults. And who's got my feet? Now I know how to walk. Just stay in this kind of bar, hitting my heart. Now my chest lighting up like a Sony star. Somebody sitting for Kadash, that might even depart. Y'all's coming like a flood, I was staying the heart. Oh, water, fire, all summer when they see it. Who's you killing with a remix? Step out so you can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, I'm a killer with a remix. Step out so you can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, we gon' kill her with a remix. Stepping out the frame, it's hard to picture. I couldn't see it with my eyes in the dark presented. Not to mention the part from the start to finish, cause it was hard to touch. Never sharper image. Now my heart is energy to rock my soul and cause my soul to stand in the parts and known. I don't fall with the fathers. Yeah, my favorites I bang with God, cause I'm not alone. I got my bold news, just said carry my truth. The ball is so conducive, but I bear my fruit. And I'm putting in the woman of truth. So I'm better at food, better my roots, so I'm better to move. See, I was piecing in the field. I think I was cancer. My mouth scattered, I won't need to put this up together. Six patches of weapons for the fact that yeah. Upon the work, not a step better. Instead of forever. And it's in the guy goes to fly on the rock. Trying to get to that garage in the rock. Down the middle like a star as he gathered with the flock to the stock as he leaned into the bar to my heart bottom. Rivers of my ear. Trying to get a taste, he can play. See the level in the lake with the flame. When I get the lake with the day, so I get the sleep calm. If you calm, cause it's y'all will embrace light. Step out so you can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, I'm a killer with a remix. Step out so you can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, y'all gon' kill them with a remix. Step out so you can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, I'm a killer with a remix. Step out so you can walk through the pearly gates. Get the picture now before it's too late. Oh, wait, they ain't feeling this? Okay, y'all gon' kill them with a remix. Easy. Yeah. And I don't want eternal fire. Y'all did get it right. I don't want eternal fire. Yeah. Yeah, I know you demons, scheming, vices, got my people leaders, throwing the nigga, get defeated, you neglect your rooted freedom. Occupation, feeding, poison in our homeless streets, they know the ass will not be feeding, just know that your room was feeding, steaming. You didn't think you'd be there for your vengeance. There's a little pit, if you bastards don't believe it, brother, repent. It's just the blood crying from the nose, so much hope, make it work, yes, to your who the throat. I showed this verse, we serve the church, sure enough to come a close, so we some homebound souls. In the course, they got me tired, get it, watch your eyes, inspire, I don't want to tell them. So y'all be, y'all should all get it right, but we inspire, if you want to save, watch your hope, you should run, you open fire, fire, shine my evil, my desire, ain't living in denial, cause your Uber ain't no liar, y'all be, y'all should all get it right, but we inspire, if you want to save, watch your hope, you should run, you open fire, fire, shine my evil, my desire, ain't living in denial, cause your Uber ain't no liar. When you wanna run, when you wanna hide, when you who was supposed to get like it's a slideshow. I spoke, not anymore, not even judgment. When you cast up in the oven, burn it up, but you gon' die slow. Matter of fact, you'll never die. This is called a second death. When you go and burn forever, and your flesh will never rest. I'm trying to be where Allah ain't got walk it out. And if you support my opera house, it's like the church we check. No physical evidence, cause I haven't seen. But you will get and prepare for those that believe. Don't forget who was talking, don't get trampled on it. We become pieces under our feet. Now you and you can call it reality. Y'all should all do right for we inspire. If you want to stay, hope you reach it, bro. You up with fire, fire. And shine my evil, my desire. Ain't living in denial, cause your Uber ain't no liar. Y'all will be, y'all should all get it right for we inspire. If you want to stay, hope you reach it, bro. You up with fire, fire. Shine my evil, my desire. Ain't living in denial, cause your Uber ain't no liar. Listen, I was burning while these sinners aren't concerned about the one that turned the hearts back to the Father. They don't wanna learn. In other words, if what you heard was making sense, then they repent and make amends, and that can still for they don't wanna say. It might get cut, but we don't even need to do it. Boring. Service is sin, but what I'm more for this. We is boring. These thinking vengeance on them, torture them, and we a target. Unless you love the one that's glorious, and we adore them. So it won't be nice when you go to die, and you told your God, cause you won't comply. You roll the dice with your own life, but you still commit a sin. The police will cause it's already too many. Let me told it twice. I wanna go and dance, and I ain't on the fence. I don't wanna travel down the path, you who would all commit. Let me like to fly high, and you will be over man. I just wanna drive it to the sky so I can go. Yeah, these I should all get it right, but we inspire. If you watch your same watch, I hope you should go. You up with fire, fire. Shine for you is my desire. Ain't living in denial, cause your Uber ain't no liar. Y'all will be, y'all should all get it right, but we inspire. If you want to stay, watch, hope you lose it, bro. You up with fire, 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 fire. Hope you lose it, bro. You up with fire, 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 fire. Hope you lose it, bro. You up with fire, 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 fire. Hope you lose it, bro. You up. Baby, where are my shirts? Go to my neck. I gotta give me a check. Say to myself, I never settle for love. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to earn my respect. I do it one day at a time. Hey, I do it one day at a time. I do it one day at a time. Yeah. One day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time. At a time, man, that's just how I'ma take. I wanna see the mile crew. Tell you who I've been patient when you serve, let it be real. It can't be no faking. I say this is shall be mine. And man, I can taste it. Look, I ain't concerned with the gossip. I need to surrender the way I can process my problem. Maybe you're real colossal. This is what the happen with us like I'm he did in the bed. Leave the score for a little by sleep. You know, always dying, I had to resist. The top being dancing and jumping. On my side. Find myself. Just to live forever. I won't go for myself, never settle for less. So I Give me a check. Stay to myself. I never set up a leg. I told her I was good. I do it one day at a time. I do it one day at a time. I do it one day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time.
It's today, tomorrow. Definitely super blue.
Tomorrow. Happy Yahoo, such a gift to me, ain't it? My birthday.
Temptation to bring me out of his sunshine up
For my worst day, I'm thirsty.
for the diamond ring like a gift to the spring on my head up. Swapping struck my lobby, fuck the one who got my head up. My battle Satan trying to play.
We roll it up,
Process so take your time, and be alright, just keep your
head up. Stay out of time. I gotta give it a tip. I gotta live with legs. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to earn my respect. I do it one day at a time. I do it one day at a time. I do it one day at a time. 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 Piece by piece, part by part, assembly of this album. I can afford that fee live overcharge. Give a price every day, all in part. Down on my set of straight live on guard. When I got a two better than the stars. Over from the put the room, just the door, got a lot of food, make a move, city people. Put about the force, put it explode. Put about the mama shoes, never get the nose. Big in my phone, put it this close. Either when you choke, and I'm out of the boat. Stop in the cold, yo, who gon' coach? Shoulders in knee, all of his needs, yo, who to believe? I work on the creed, I level the seed, check over three, little who achieve the star money. All I mean, perpetually. Into a TV, turn up by E, all version of me. Obsolete, the call, the offer, all of my body words and try, they words to find the times I stop and head to the sky and still I'm driving with you. I'm tired where I go. I gotta give you a tip. I'm for the love. I'm trying to earn my respect. I'm for the love. I do it one day at a time. I do it one day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a
One state,
one goal,
one state, one goal.
Six finest, live from the synagogue. No relation other than a heart for the way of love. One state,
One goal, one state,
one goal, one state, one goal, salvation. Silk finest, bring the heat that make your whole city rock. It ain't a fruit this you are really hot. Watch us really rock. Dancing in spite of my haters, while giving praises to the one who represent. Can't come out from danger.
LV,
Mississippi, she coming from city of law. My county is living one state, no relation, but we got the same mind. One goal, salvation, every day is on the line. No, doing the line for sure. I know it's time, still a boss, so you would know I come over the other side. The walk of you, but who's your homie? Yeah, my feet as I see, where we walk out the lodge.
watch what I'm sinking in out my poop. Had to change out my garments, now I'm stepping out the phone booth. It's gonna be kinda hard to pump your in. Welcome to my life, yeah, and put this thing called blue.
Silk finds, live from the synagogue. No relation other than a heart. One state,
One goal, one state.
one goal, one state, one goal, salvation.
Yeah. When I wake up in the morning, I praise this good. The world is at this settled in this club. Now say the wall was strict and the water is on. I'm good now. Like a kid, like song. Put it on this boy, no more me sometimes we could build a strong tower. No go out, no reservation in no no group. AC said, I can't go to the suit. I think with the
like already came the first and second. The song played and died for you. Resurrected, who push it through. First fruit from the blue. It's a Kanye who will gather us all up. Like some summer food and sip wine. Live from the synagogue. No relation for the bitter heart. For the real now. One state, one goal, one state, one goal, one state, one goal, salvation. Is in no other name.
Not Mr. America.
Dollars can make it rain.
But in your dollar never trust.
Your voters number shame, heads down.
Never that's until we make your war. Now they come better for
Who should promise? Who walk our Kadasha fun? No, he's coming back cause in your watch he left us. He's coming.
What to keep us gave us knowledge. Why I took the Bible, I don't get to. He went through for Russia. He will break away with honors. Your honor.
I give a long, you're about to win.
Be from you. Keep my defiance with that eternal son. And honor. Represent you to the best of my ability.
Don't care who ain't feeling me. I don't wanna burn up. Silk fines. Live from the synagogue. No relation other than a heart for the weight of God. One state,
one goal, one state,
one goal, one state, one goal, salvation. Silk fines, live from the synagogue. No relation other than a heart for the weight of God. One state,
one goal, one state,
one goal, one state, one goal, salvation. Silk fines, live from the synagogue. No relation other than a heart for the weight of God. One state,
one goal, one state,
one state, one goal, salvation.
Yeah. Cam ready to rap. Let's go. Everybody can't go where you go. They say you acting funny when you're trying to grow. Stay focused on my purpose, know it's high time. Cause lights don't talk, but they do and shine. Watch me, watch me. Watch me.
Levitate.
Watch me.
Levitate.
Ooh, watch me. Watch me. I'm going. Hey, going up, I'm going up. Ooh, watch me levitate.
Yeah, looking up in outer space, knowing how to build a plane. This is where you hootie hang above with the center thing, cause I'm a dozen miles away, sinking like you above the planes. Had to cut you like a shame, now I'm zipping on plane when you levitate the case in. Yeah, I got me high, put my head on the planet. Look around, feel real, on it when I let it. But the trick call, man, I almost petty. Playing on being here while I'm catching. Still walking like MJ, I'm dancing. Lifestyle, got a Christian mind running rampant. We can kinda see it, we can tell you family. Tell me how a clean lifestyle called damage. Maybe because you stole like 85 traffic. Y'all D, mother called like a new passion. Didn't say no, you just call this cat. You will call me for the store with a door, and I'll fly you retro. Can't help but to keep eyes on there, we got your neck, bro. But you can't resist seeing, but you can't never tell the sin. But you can't drop King Jesus in the chin. Can you sacrifice little man?
No.
Must be trying to be a preacher. Where you going? We can't reach ya. Had to switch it up to make your own show up my feet up.
Everybody can't go where you go. They say you're acting funny when you're trying to grow. Hey, say focus on my purpose, know it's high time. Where the lights, cause lights don't talk, but they do and shine. Watch me, watch me.
Levitate.
Watch me.
Levitate.
Watch me.
Levitate.
Let's go. Look, I ain't got no more time to waste. Haters get up on my way. I'm steady moving with a pace. You know I gotta run this race. Ain't no more staying in place. I can't wait to see his face. The rock that y'all has given, did it with precision, yes. So I will always mention y'all who could not tell me from a savage. Used to be an average, sins was stacked. Tell me open my eyes, tell me from the dark side. Now I believe living on the right side. Got a tiger like a ride forward. Living this life can't afford to smooth. Like a more front back. No, I can't take that view. I can't get caught up on chronology, cause that would be a tragedy. And look at what your who would do. Levitation card is gravity. Counselor and governor, my buckler and my shield. If there's anything I'm missing, I'll pull out a chewy. So now I know. To the one that we call great. And I'm waiting for that shofar to sound. Now watch me levitate. Now watch me. Nah, they can't. But they say you acting funny when you're trying to grow. Stay focused on my purpose, know it's high time. Why? Cause lights don't talk, all they do is shine. Now watch me, watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Levitate.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Blah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Boom. It's not about us. Boom. Hit it. Boom. Boom. Play that. Play that. Play that. Play that. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, cook. Hey. Yeah, anybody ask you how to make your samar?
Man, I look there all the time. The thing is, it ain't that hard when you got the recipe. What they ask a lady? They say, how you do that? I can mess up in the teach. You can't read. Can't go and see why he preaching. That's how I do that.
How you do what?
I'm with no kids.
No kids.
You can't get no switch.
No switch.
You gotta play your position. That's how I do that.
How you do what?
What they mess up in the teach.
Teach.
You can't read.
The ring.
Can't go and see why he preaching. That's how I do that.
How you do what?
I'm with no kids.
No kids.
You can't get no switch.
No switch.
How you do that?
How I do that? I skim the internet looking for track. Sometimes it hit, sometimes it work. But when it's hit, yo, I hit it back. First I'm inspired, big on the hook. It's all in my mind, no pen in no book. Takes a little time, listen to it cook. But when it comes up, I spell in the fact. I went from pump on the shower to reading the blow in the constant for hour. Started to be breezy with this. We hit the stew. We go tomorrow, not promise, tomorrow's not promise. So I tell you to the word, make sure it's easy, that's work. In his lane, we man, listen. I really live when I speak in my bros, cause I keep bringing the work. And I stand at attention, till a man won't listen. His hand keep gripping, no, I can't switch it. I keep playing my position, yeah, we the game, no cooking. Cruising hard, no kitchen. All I ain't gonna give it, you're biting off focus, you know we keep serving up Wednesday.
I just messed up in the teaching.
Right there, could do the reading. Can't go and see why he preach.
How I do that?
No kids,
Yo, we ain't no switch.
no switch.
You gotta play your position.
Cooking, how you do it?
Get a slap.
Slap, rap.
It really don't matter either way. I know that I'm snapped.
This shit is stupid.
For long that he used. So that the bottom went through. Then I eat beef.
You and West are juicy. That's what's up, I'll make them separate. But you really move.
Get loose, get loose. Get loose. Don't think I just shoot. I tried to tell you we love it. Always on track cause he never let go. I ain't been cool. You know it. Gotta just do what the opposite.
So,
financial deal like the cool. Shit put up a salad. He'll come tomorrow. And with it tomorrow. You what is
say what it's so.
your mind? Why you got time?
The cookie ain't lying.
I'm just designed. I keep it sublime.
Losing my time, so be good.
How you do that?
What?
I can mess up on the teach.
Teach.
You can't quit you to read.
The ring.
Can't on see why he preach.
He preach.
That's how I do that.
How you do what?
Cooking tomorrow, no kids.
No kids.
You don't need gang in the switch.
No switch.
Gotta play your position.
Position.
How I do that?
How you do what?
I mess up on the teacher.
Teach.
You can't quit you to read.
The ring.
Can't on see why he preach.
He preach.
How I do that?
How you do what?
Cooking tomorrow, no kids.
No kids.
You don't need gang in the switch.
No switch.
Gotta play your position.
That's how we do that.
Yeah.
The return of Yahushua, what you do from here on out is gonna be crucial. Every move, so put your armor on like Ranger armor song. Yo, we suited up ready for war, so bring it up.
We got our base standing on this cornerstone. Telling truth by it or not, it's up to you and your thought. What you do is not gonna stop.
We first seeking his or not.
Catch me at the center, got 3 times over twice on show up.
Learning that we all are he, there's no chance of you catching it.
You not no weak, so don't try to attach your
Champs, you in my stand. I'll avenge and fire, branch and store.
Back up, give me 50. something like the bread. Ain't get the short end of the stick. Avalanche, quit playing possum and be strong like a yoga oxen. Get the fight the last. Mr. Mr. Oscar, you know he coming for the tape. Before it's too late, this number won't forget your place. Unless you have given place. So I gotta hold my horses, try to be stable to get the highest appraisal. With this bit, I made my statement. One shot to danger in the wall. You told me I take your head in the wall. Correct it now, take it my way. I'm fighting for eternal God, cause I got me in my heart and me.
Please don't test me. Yo, who go and so preach you don't impress me. So bless you God is only going to a certain investment. Jesus speaking Greek, we found you outside the low wrestling. You don't upset me. Feel like I'm spreading the weight at my size heavy, but not from the way to see. Can't let that get compensated. I carry some loaded weapons on the hip and the chest, and the one is made for the slaughter. The other is for the flicking. My case with the adversary. Crackers are very scary, so action is necessary. I keep a hook for the tip. Hold on to y'all. Y'all hate shit on the bar. I'm steady from the rewatch to the saw. I suggest you be ready.
Respect and all respect and all the teams that go in the world. Every team that go in the world today. You know what it is. I get all my masters up. I need all my men to throw your hands up. Where are my speakers at? Where are my winning gang at? Everyone, everywhere. We are going down. Come on, go. 1, 2, 3. Let's say whoa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Streets, I thought I told ya. Waking up and not behold ya. It's my last week I threw up a vision. I never want to be in this condition. The problem is not going to take.
That's right. Come on. Let's say whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, hey, 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 go, go. We are Yahoo. Everyone, get your hands up. Get your hands up. Let's go. We are Yahoo. Let's go. We are Yahoo. Say it more shot. We are Yahoo. 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 I don't want to be saying too much. Be praying too much. Just send it back like they do enough, but they don't love love. They don't fucking hate to trust them. Much time it's gonna be hardcore. When the sun's shining, I'm a aim, it's gonna be Star Wars. I'm hard to like what bother with my father. You was on the top, no Luke Skywalker, he got
force. So I'm here and don't do. You ain't no rhythm. If you still standing, you gon' be skinny, dirty, fire. It's the dirtiest too late to begin to switch and retire. And worthy hurt before I really get to the wire. Salvation's on the line, be well, cause you could die tonight. The burden of my sin was heavy, but that light is light. Still filthy, he gon' take you to hell. They gon' get smoked when they lose. Nobody wanna touch the mic. Hold on. Everyone wanna kill shots. They wanna kill shots. They said they ready when they touch the mic. Josh just came and blew the mic up. Come on, Josh. Everyone always post trans by this man. But when they don't wanna know when to touch the mic, man. I don't wanna hear no more. They always touch the mic. When I come through my man from Jamaica, he whipped the mic, but I don't wanna touch the mic anymore. I don't understand. Oh, yeah, raise on, Barolo. Where's the what my name is. I tell them it's P.Y.A. Mama named me King, but you can all just call me Ray. Christian Ray, at least that's how that used to be until the devolved by Lahim showed I was Alvarine. These guys hide behind to try to get close to me. I only break bread with niggas I'm supposed to be. Well, even if you not one of these, you just a joke to me. I point with laughter, cause me you be after. If they say that's rapper, get took out like trashless. Yo, quick when I'm faster. Too bad you niggas lacked her. Skills like I surpassed her. We got you thinking you will never get past her. Class is open for any nigga, hoping that he can nigga all down. Like he was with the priest and they heating up instrumentals we beat up. I thought that he caught the shot on him, we shoot it up. Hey man, he just fussed at me, man. He fussed at me. I am just the host of the show. Okay? I am just the host of the show. You understand? You don't come and you fuss with me, man. Yes. So this what I'm gonna do. Okay? Since you wanna go. Alright? Since you wanna go, I need you right here. Right here. Come on. I need you right here. Come on. Come back, Dash. I need you right here. Right here. That's what I'm gonna do. I paid for this. I'm gonna get you an opportunity. So anything you just gotta do. Okay? I want you to get 8 bars. 8 bars. I'm gonna give you 8 bars. 8 bars. Matter of fact, I'll give you 16 bars. 16 bars. Then I'm gonna give you 16 bars. 16 bars. And then we'll head back to the chorus, alright? Yeah. Are you ready for that? Yeah. Are you ready for that? Yeah. Oh, we don't know. We're gonna hand back go first. We got a long journey here. We got a long journey here. First. Let's go. Run to the chorus. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Come on. Let's go. Come on. I say 1, 2, 3. We'll say whoa, whoa, hey. sinners look like a roach. But I had to run to that light cause he took my reproach. I was weak so we came to Romans 15 and 4. It's high time I can't afford to go to sleep anymore. And the things that we pour were the things we adore. So we tore us down and built this Alvarine, bring your forehead and volume more. You can't miss him, it's great with him and who was will. Man, miss him a lot in the Yahoo. He was a lion in the lamb. Been a father, he was trying to hit inside him like a cramp. But the Yahoo, he prescribed it with his hands.
Let's go. The war. Let's right. We got everybody go get a turn. I don't want to hear that this. We got a Yahoo. Everyone have a chance. Let them touch the light. Everyone have a chance. Where's on? Let them have a hit. I'll play it again. They ask me what my name is, I tell them SBYA. Mama named me King, but you can all just call me Ray. Christian to the death of me, at least that's how I used to be. Until the bar Elohim showed I was Alvarine. Seeing the skies that these guys hide behind and try to get close to me. I only break bread with niggas I'm supposed to be. Alvarine, y'all demon, if you not one of these, you just a joke to me. I point the laughter, cause me you be after. In place and there's rappers, get together like trasters. Yo, but I'm faster, too bad you niggas lacked her. Skills I got so past her. We got you thinking you will ever get past us. Class is open for any nigga hoping that he can enter our realm and feel like he was one of these. And the heat of instrumentals we beat up. I'm supposed to any thoughts, but all I hate me be with us. Look, if you ain't seen, go on read it, all the things we did. I hope y'all forgot in your code, yo, we they kids. And our Abba is the one we call Elohim. Let me put it like this. We the out. Let's go. That's right. We got one testimony. We got a Yahoo. We got a Yahoo. We got a Yahoo. Oh, come on, your best. From Tennessee.
You know that we gonna hold other group members and groups. You know that put your money where your mouth is at. Yahoo, they gonna last on this thing. You know that we gonna hold other group members and groups. You know that there's a fraud. Put your money where your mouth is at. Yahoo, they gonna last on this thing. Get your money, gonna check your thick ass now. This is such a beautiful one. 14, 19, where we stay. We don't care. We gotta say smoking on the hill, man. On the ashtray.
See who should pay the price. Treat my body as a temple and call it the perfect sacrifice. That's food for thought. And you can do the dishes. It's a feminine, I'm famished, but a lot is in the kitchen. Teaching. Better yet, call from the natural to the physical, olive to the best. I'm with the Yahoo D. Yeah. I'm with the Yahoo D. gonna feel it in the morning. Every single day you're jumping around, we'll feel it in the morning.
Much respect to all those in attendance today.
I didn't do it because of my knee.
If you got any wind now, give us your whole hand clap.
Be tired in the morning.
I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. I got a bunch of Yahoo Dean with me. They're coming to join you. Ain't it been too? Yes, sir. Yeah. And my beautiful daughter, did they do a great job on that dance out here? Did they do a great job? Woo. Oh, man. Woo. I'm getting too old for this much fun. Woo. Y'all might just bring me a CD at the nursing home. Woo. That's some work. Shorty was so good to see you up there, Shorty. Good to see you up there. Good to see you up there. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Y'all done got the butter from the duck. Duck ain't got no more butter. But y'all know he worried of it, y'all.
Yes, sir.
He worried of it. Ain't no harm done. Ain't no harm done. Isn't that right? We come from a mighty long ways, y'all. And he sure been good. I know I should have been dead and gone to call a long time ago. But the fact he kept me here. I appreciate all the performers. They did a great job. Really appreciate them. Yeah. Everybody did a great job. Appreciate it. Isn't that right? Old Kayla jumped out. He decided to do something. Yeah, that's all right. You did all right. You was at home, though. Just don't take it on the road. Whatever you do, do it around the house. You know, I heard David, I said, what that man doing? He at home. That's all right, though. I appreciate everybody. Who you blame for that? Humpback. He'll do that. Try to cover up for his stuff. Yeah, but I appreciate everybody. I tell you, he's definitely been too. And it'll be grand to see all us there together. After we get through with all the teaching and what we're hearing and doing and get through with all the performance, at the end of the day, our goal is to be with him. Ain't nothing gonna satisfy us than being with him. If we don't ever get liberated in this lifetime here, if we can just be with him, it'll pay for it all. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
If the virus don't never go away him, if we can just get with him, it'll pay for it all. If the comment don't never get fixed till they get back him, if we can just be with him, it'll pay for it all. All the stuff that we're working for here is just thing we're trying to accomplish just to get a little shalom till we see his pioneer. Once we see his face, he's gonna pay for it all. That's all we've been waiting on. It's kind of like a mother when she go through the prongs and the pains of when she carrying a baby. It gets real difficult sometimes. The pain you experience and the vomiting, the morning sickness, the late nights, you can't sleep on one side, you can't sleep on another one, you just gotta lay on your back. It still seems like you can't get no rest. It gets heavy, it gets hot, it gets tired, it gets frustrating. But when you see that baby face, pay for it all. When we see his face, it'll pay for everything we're going through. All the suffering, everything we went through, it'll be over. You'll realize this is why I suffered. This is why I denied myself. This is why I went through the agony through the night, why I suffered through the day, just so I could see his face. I just want to see the man I'm serving. I just want to be with him. I want him to hold me in his arms. Isn't that right? That's why we're here. At the end of the day, don't ever forget why we're here. If none of this other stuff we work on to get accomplished, I'm not going to be disappointed, Mr. Yahuwah, because I really came here to be saved. It's just while I'm here, I want to try to fix the situation while I'm here. But if it don't never get fixed while I'm here, if I can just see his face, if I can be with him, it'll pay for it all. How many women here done carried a baby? How many of y'all remember the agony and the sickness, the discomfort, all the things you're going, but once you seen that baby face, he said, this is why I went through it. When I see his face, I understand it better. A lot of things we don't understand now because you can't see it. But when we see his face, it'll pay for it all. So that's what we're working for. Don't you ever forget why you're working. Don't you ever let the labor like it's more than the reward, because it ain't. When you see his face, it'll pay for it all. Y'all all right? I appreciate today. I appreciate y'all. If you didn't, I appreciate it. Appreciate the chance and opportunity. And always been in knowledge, been in plenty of ignorance. But now we get into the knowledge. Now we want to make sure we make it in. Y'all got it? Appreciate you recovered, Uncle Ted. Didn't have to do it. Turn me down just a little bit. Hello? Turn me down a little bit. Sorry. Tell us a little too loud. But, he went to the hospital on yesterday. He wasn't the only person. Some other people went too. Some people didn't leave. Some of them still there. Some in rooms. Some in the basement. Some on ICU. Some on oxygen. And all right, some still waiting on test results and waiting to do CAT scans and MRIs. So I fit to let you lead them. For all of us here, we won't keep getting all the opportunity we get. One day, all of us, we gonna go to that hospital and we ain't gonna leave. That's just being honest. It's just when you know, then you can prepare yourself, just like Yahushua. See, when he already knew what he would come to do, he kept in mind in preparation. Sometimes you know what happened? Relationships, businesses, jobs, marriages, children, things, ambitions, and goals, they'll make you forget what you came here for. You know, when a man set himself like he did, that man planned himself to say, you know what? Well, he went to a wedding in Canaan. You know what he didn't do? So I think I'll get married. He looked, I didn't come here to do that. He went to a lot of places, he's seen a lot of things, but he never got himself involved in it. You look at it, people say, he's just a man, he didn't want nothing. That don't make sense. That he couldn't never understand what I'm going through because I want something. He wanted something. You don't go to no marriage, single person tell me I don't want to get married. I want to get married too. But he realized I came here for something. And I don't want to get sidetracked. You're saying other people got houses and land. You got to go around and got to ride somebody else's donkey. I'd like to have my own. But he realized that's what I didn't come here to do. Because he knows sometimes when you get things in relationship, it'll get in the way of what you're doing. You know it takes something to possess this stuff and don't let this stuff possess you. People don't believe it. It ain't for everybody. Some folks will sit around, man, if I could be rich, and you wouldn't be saved. You'll keep the law up until a point. But when he called for you to really do something, it'll stagnate you, and you'll hesitate. You'll procrastinate, and he can't use you. Because a man like Abraham, he didn't stagger. He didn't become uncertain. He didn't say, I'm trying to think, is this reasonable or not? I'm trying to make sure this ain't me talking to myself, and I want to make sure it's Mr. Yahuwah. His mind was set on whatever he called me to do, I'll do it, even if it's to sacrifice my only son. He said, I'll do it. That's the kind of man he's looking for. He's looking for that kind of woman, that kind of person that's willing to say, regardless of what they got, they won't let it stop them from doing what he told them to do. That's what we got to be. If you're trying to go and be with him, and all of the Zimmar y'all sung, if y'all actually true to it, make sure you ain't got nothing that you can't separate from now. I'm just being honest with you now. Don't you get nothing you can't separate from. If you get it, and you're going to have to think about it, and you're going to have to pray on it, you better let that thing go. That thing going to hold you. That's the very thing you don't get tried on. Hold on, I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to think. Can I do that? Am I ready to let that go? You don't want to pick this up. When you pick this way up right here, everything you got to be ready to separate. That's what it means. When I tell y'all to do your thing, y'all talking. You talking about what you want to talk about. You doing what you want to do. But when you hear that, you know what you got to do? You got to let it go. Your wife, your husband, your kid, your job, your house, you got to separate from it just like that when you hear it. What you think you got to do when you hear the word? You got to separate. As soon as he said, the day you hear my voice, he said, don't you harden it. He said, not in the provocation. He said, not in the day when they tempted me in Bamatba. He said, they tested me too. And right, he said, wherefore, he said, I was grieved with them. I was grieved. He said, I shama when I was upset. They will not enter in. You think of them people would have known that? You think they'd have procrastinated and would have tried it? They said, I didn't know it was that serious. I would have let this go if you didn't. He said, I already told you. I told you, y'all tested me, you tried me. And you shouldn't, and you proved me, and you saw. He said, you know what? I was grieved, and I stuck you in there for 40 years. You know what? I just let you keep going, and you die. You know, sometimes what we'll do, we'll think if we're still living, we okay. That man can put you in Bamarba. And just till you die out, and then you know they'll tell the rest of them, turn and take your journey. You've been in this way too long. He kept all them people there till he got rid of people he wanted to get rid of. Don't you let it be you now. I'm working to make sure it ain't me. Whatever you got, I told y'all this before now. Don't y'all heart this stuff so much you let it get in your way. It'll get you in a mess and get you in trouble and get you where you can't get yourself together. You don't need that. You came here to be saved. You mess around, something get in the way of that tight. You don't think he gonna home? What he gonna say? Well, Smith got that one hang up about that shoe. Other than that, he perfect. He said, I can't use Smith. That shoe hold him up when I tell him to do something. That shoe got him dragging. I can't use it. It ain't but a shoe though. That's the one little thing he loved. He really want to keep that shoe. Yahuwah said, I can't use it. He said, I can't have nothing in front of me. Don't y'all know you did? He said, I don't want nothing in front of me. He said, I don't want nothing blocking me. That shoe will get in the way when I tell you to do something. I mean, I'll go. Can I just get that shoe? I can't use you. That shoe hold you up. Y'all understand me, don't you? A lot of stuff people don't realize. We here now for a reason. A lot of us, do y'all understand what it means to get in, man, your whole law? Your whole law, your whole heart. Everything you got, everything that got you in existence, he said, you got to let all that go. It's got to be channeled strictly toward me. We ain't there yet. You don't need to move and you ain't down. You need to get down. And you don't need to do it tomorrow. You need to do it today. Because that man coming back, and he going to be looking at people who done got their laws set there. I don't put nothing in front of you. I don't want nothing to make me have to sit around and try to rationalize them or you. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing going to make me have to rationalize you or it. Well, it's a thing, whether any noun, a person, place, or a thing. I don't want to get in the way. I'll use it while I got it. I'll borrow it. And I take care of why I got it. But once he tell me I got the thunder from it, I walk. Y'all got it? I got to let you go. Y'all got it? Once you put me in turmoil and have me in derision and I supposed to be doing something for him, I can't use you. Y'all hear me? You're a blockade. A lot of y'all in here need to consider. I know a lot of y'all saying, everybody here need to take this serious. I know y'all don't. Because you keep thinking you're going to weigh the balance, you're going to be able to keep it. It ain't going to work. Because what you know, he know too. It's hard to beat somebody to know what you know. That know more than what you know. That already know how you'll give your service. Already know how much care you put to it. He'll watch you. He'll give it to you to see how you do with it. Then he'll come and he'll take it. Y'all know that? Ask Una. He tried to get Una to go and tell some people that he want them to repent. Say ain't gonna be but 40 days. I'm gonna destroy none of them. But Una didn't think it was necessary to go. He had already decided himself it was something else he could be doing other than doing what he told him to do. And he put him somewhere to suffer for 3 days and 3 nights and put him back up. And when he put him back, that man ran into that city. You ain't gonna believe what he told him. He told him in 40 days, Yahuwah gonna destroy Nineveh. And you know everybody now repented? Everybody now repented. He took him and put him away somewhere, and no doubt he said like we do, if I ever get a chance again, if you let me out this time, if you see fit to let me out and let me go, I'll tell it. Y'all hear me? Won't nobody tell it better than I'll tell it. Won't nobody screaming to the top of their lung the way I tell it. A lot of us in here are guilty. We've said that. If you give me another chance, I won't let you down. And we failed them. We can't afford to mess this up. Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. We can't afford to mess this up. Time winding up. Every one of us in here, include me and me first, we leaving him. And you're not going to get another chance when you get in the grave. So we got to make sure we right today. Y'all hear me? Yes, no sooner you got through him, you got through Yehuda, which is celebrating Yahuwah, and his Ukar Shabuah, you're going to get tested. You're going to get tried. And you're going to try to rationalize and reason and try to make reason out of it that it really ain't a problem. It really ain't holding you back. Other people see it as a problem. Other people see it as a problem because it's a problem. You know it's a problem, but you're trying to make sense out of it, and it don't make no sense. You learn how to use things that you got, but you can never put your whole heart in it. You just can't afford to. You take care of it, you harp it, and you just realize whatever you got, he loaned it. How many of y'all here got a wife or a husband? He loaned it to you. What that mean if he loaned you something? I let you use my lawnmower. I ain't gonna get that lawnmower and I don't know when. You done got that lawnmower, changed the tires on it, put a belt, a new string on that lawnmower. You done got the lawnmower tuned up. That thing done cleaned and put a new blade, and I come back and try to get that lawnmower. What you doing? I came to get my lawnmower. Your lawnmower? Man, I had that thing so long, it still don't change it. It's mine. Man, I did all this to this lawnmower. It's still mine. I can't believe you. You can go get you another lawnmower. This is a problem. Because I shouldn't have to talk to you that long about something I let you borrow. You should have been ready to hand it right back over. That's what Abraham realized with Yasakar. You only loaned it to me. I ain't used to trying to keep arguing about it. It belonged to him. Your wife, your husband, your kids, your car, your house, your health, your strength, your sight, your being, your walking, your talking. He only loaned it to you. Why y'all think everybody in the world can't talk? He done set this thing up. Everybody ain't gonna get it. In order for them to do it, I'm gonna take it from somebody else. Hello? Don't y'all know that man said when he come back in, he told you who you gonna see? You gonna see Abraham, Yasakak, and Yaakov, and the Malkut. And you know what he said gonna happen? He said the Malkut gonna be taken from you. You ain't even gonna believe what he said next. He said it's gonna be given to somebody else. Now what does that tell you? It ain't enough to go around. The only way you can be saved, I'm gonna take it from somebody else. How many of y'all have gone in and had an operation, blood transfusion, any of these? Where did they get their blood from? You said they took it from you and put it back in you. That's the only way to give it to you. Do you know what's in that blood? Life. So what do you think they did in order to give it to you? They took it from somebody else. Ain't enough just to give around like that. Somebody got to lose it or give it up. Y'all understand that? So whatever you got, he just loaned it to you. And you ain't got nothing somebody else ain't had before. And when he can take it from you, somebody else gonna possess it. We weren't the first people to own Jerusalem. It was Canaan. Some other people had it before. It was somebody else fenced it up. And Yahuwah said, now I'm gonna take it from them. You think we pissed about losing Jerusalem? How you think the first people felt that lost it? But the only way for us to have it, he said, I gotta take it from somebody else. And now he took it from us and he gave it to somebody else. And now he got to come back and got to give it right back to us. That's a circle. Y'all got it? Make sure y'all living right. At the end of the day, make sure you living right. Make sure you don't let this stuff, things and people and whatever you got, don't take this stuff for granted. I remember I used to go down on my knee. I didn't have no ache or no pain. Now when I said, I remember other people used to have it. Take it now, I get it. Somebody else need to be able to go down on their knee and they don't moan and groan when they go down. Pop right down on it and jump right back up. And I look at, you know what? I used to be able to do that. He gave it to somebody else. But I can still talk. I can still lift up my hands and lift up my leg, so I give it to him as long as I can. He told Cuff, he said, when you were young, he said, you can do it. You can do all kind of stuff. He said, but when you old, say another one gonna do it for you. Carry you somewhere you couldn't carry yourself. You know what they're gonna signify? You leaving him. Everybody here, I know y'all drag around and have moon and don't worry about it, just sit back and relax. You ain't got to worry about it. Because Mr. Yahuwah got some people that made some commitment. You ain't gonna believe, it's some people in some wheelchair, you know what they told her? If I ever get out of that wheelchair and walk, I'm gonna lift up my legs for you. There's some people paralyzed, can't get their arm up. You know what they done told Mary? If you ever let me get the ability that I can lift my hands up, man, I'm gonna lift up my hand, I'm gonna give it all to you. Y'all niggas keep doing what you're doing. He's searching. You know how he gonna give it to him? I'm gonna take it from somebody else. Hello? Y'all seen it before when the man sat down at the table? He ain't go up there and get none. You want your cornbread? He looked there, he wants some more. I'm gonna tell you. He said, no, let him go on and get his own. I'm gonna take yours. Them people that need to lift up their arm, them people that say he ever loose their tongue, they'll speak. He gonna shut somebody's mouth. Y'all keep going, y'all sit here. And when he park you here and you can't walk and you can't talk, you can't lift up your arm, I'm gonna give him all the caboose. Cause he gave it to somebody can use it. That's why I said, why you got it? Y'all better give it to him. I'm tired, I get tired just like everybody else. But I got to be saved. I don't never want him to look down and say, you know what? That Smith boy, he don't appreciate what I do for him. No. I appreciate him. I keep that blood pressure, keep me alive. Isn't that right? I don't like high blood pressure, but it keep me living right now. He said, I can give you more problem than blood pressure. You learn to accept what he give you. Everybody got something they got to bear. Listen, there's a lot of stuff want to get rid of. You know what Yahushua wanted to do? He wanted to get rid of that cup of death. But that's what he gave him. And he had to bear it too. Everybody here got something they want to get rid of. Whether they want something physical they want to change, or something health-wise they want to change, or it's a finance. It's some stuff we all got to bear. Listen, if you ain't got no cross, you ain't getting no crown, baby. What they gonna crown you for? What did you defeat? What did you overcome? What did you endure? How you gonna get a crown? Man, I'm working for a crown. Y'all hear me? I'm working for a crown. Then I'm trying to make sure I assure that the next Tula dog coming behind us will establish them. If he don't come in my day, in my union, I'm trying to set up that these people be ready. That's all we can do. If people were forerunners for us, how y'all think we getting this opportunity? Somebody was a forerunner for us. We ain't coming this on our own. Somebody paid the way for us. When I tell you, I stand on the shoulders of great men. People that hazard their lives for this. in the desire that there was some people going to come behind that was going to harp this man with their whole arm. They counting on me. I'm counting on these young, I look at these young folks. No, it's gone. Now, what's your, you'll see it right now. That's here. I look at these folks, I tell you, young folks, y'all don't let us down. Y'all don't let us down. Y'all, when that baton get past y'all, you run with all your might. Everything y'all got. Don't y'all let us down. A lot of us wasted a lot of years out here playing around out here. We wasted a lot of time. Don't y'all let us down. Y'all pick this thing up, y'all give me everything y'all got. Used to be a time, the older ones, we used to be out here dancing more. Now I saw y'all out there dancing. I said, we moving on. The younger generation, I'm out here, like, hey, I hear y'all over there. I said, I remember we used to do that. They done got comfortable. Yahuwah raised up a Tula dog. They won't mind doing it. They done told other folks now and told us to stop. And he said, these hold their peace. He said, these are boys. So they'll immediately start stalking out. Go ahead and say you let that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about moving. You be comfortable. You let it get what you like. If everybody did what they wanted, they did what they like, it ain't about him no more. It's about him. That's the reason we him. That's why you had to pay for that hot gas to get him. He want to see somebody make a sacrifice. Somebody look at the point and say, shh, don't make sense. When stuff get better, and things get better, then I'll come. And they don't realize me, he'll say, I already done scratch you off my books. Hey, you know how many people got that come on their convenience? If you could pick a Sunday that worked for everybody be him. But who living with somebody, ain't living nobody for it to be on their convenience. He said, this what I appointed. I'm living with somebody that come when I say come, that do what I say do. That's why I'm him. Hello? I'm telling you, if you can't do nothing different than these people out here, you wasting time. You can't get nothing, you just killing time, holding up a seat that somebody else need to have. Y'all got to set in your law. I tell y'all this, and I told you, it's been a while. Y'all better look at everything you got. Go home and write it down. Write it down, look at what you got. And you better consider which one of these things you went to go to Sheol for. Because a lot of them put too much in the way. It's just a matter of time. We're going to be in the mosh pot, and you're going to be judged for that thing. Yahuwah going to condemn you for it. Everything we got belong to him. Y'all hear me? We train up these young people so they don't come through like us. We don't want to be slobs and slouches, sitting around mumbling, grumbling, complaining, sitting back like somebody catering to them. We came to serve this man. We came to do what he said do. Listen, yeah, it's an inconvenience, and yeah, it's out of the way. You got to spend hotel money, gas money. You got to move around. You got to figure out. You got to figure this. But who been keeping you all the rest of this time? Who give you a brain to figure? Who put it where you got money to do everything you supposed to do? And he stopped us a couple of times again and say, now do what I say. He give up most of the time. So the little time, little space he get, he just tell me, just give me what belong to me. He ain't asking for nothing, give me what belong to me. Now, only reason you heard this, because you got to go to the mosh pot, include me. Don't say you want one. That's the only reason I told you that. Somebody had to stop by and tell you, don't say you want one. I see folks, we here, they outside, they talk, they doing, they go everywhere. I see everything, I know everything going on. I just sit back and watch. I said, that's where people at. You'll pay for it later, though. It's his muhard. What you gonna do when it's his? It ain't mine. If it was mine, I set up the way I want to set up. Since it's his, why not give him homage to it? All belong to him. How you gonna make it from him? How many of y'all can make it if you paralyzed from the neck down? Ain't but one person control that. Ain't but one person keeping them cars on the other side of them lines. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, them knowing what you call Shabbat days. Same man been keeping you the one keep you to do this. He keep you all that time. I feel I got been, I be like, whew, but I got to shut down and figure it out and not realize he been keeping me all that time, he'll make everything else work. Cause I can't use him, he can't keep me no other time. If he can't make nothing work what I'm doing what he supposed to do, ain't nothing he can do for me. Really, he'll waste my time. I'm a businessman. I come do what he said, I lose everything. Well, I really can't use you. It's a benefit to serve him. It's a benefit to stop what we're doing to do what he said. It's a benefit to get up and dance. Dawood harped him. Look how he kept it. That man long gone, ain't nothing he could do. That man said every time he look at doing something, he said, I consider my servant Dawood. I consider him every time. I consider him every time. He said, I consider that man. He said, I swore I shop it to that man. that there will never fail him to have an Ish to sit on his throne. I make sure that man dominion, it'll have no end. He'll harm them. And when Dawood, that stuff we done, Dawood said, man, get y'all ass out the way. And man, you gotta get these kids and cover their eyes. Man, so I damn well all my might said clothes came off. How hard you gotta be dancing? I mean, just the fact that man danced with all his might. We do something where you know what I'm saying? It don't hurt me. With everything you got, whoo, you heard something, that thing gotta be recorded. Somebody looked over and seen him. With all your might, we say stuff that we do. Dawood had a performance. That's where the y'all synagogue got to get. We got to start it. We gonna do something for him, give him everything you got. He the one sustain us. He the one keep. A lot of us should have been dead from COVID. There's no way, and many of us wind up contracting COVID, somebody should have died out that number. They got a number where folk done got them folk dead, gone. Well, health didn't runners, healthcare professionals dead. I watched a video of a nurse. She videoed herself from the time she got COVID. She said, I just contracted COVID. She just kept a catalog of her COVID experience. The whole time of it. She got it all the way to a hospital. She said, now I'm there in the hospital COVID. You know the conclusion, don't you? She'd be dead. Healthcare professional. Explaining what she was doing and listen, ain't nothing keeping you but Yahuwah. That medication don't do nothing. Yahuwah the medication. And all of us been dumb and ignorant enough. We don't look to these other people gods for healing and everything. But Mr. Yahuwah been recoming to us. He didn't hold that against us. He didn't hold it against us. He said, I made you to leave for the healing of the nation. But we sought after him. He spared our Kai. How long he gonna be patient with us? How long that man gonna keep being patient with us before he decide, you know what? Y'all need to start leaving him. When some of y'all start leaving him, then people start considering. I ain't talking about you cut off these books. I'm talking about us moot. Then we'll consider. Put us in some of these tragic a state like some of these other people going through. What you gonna do when he start unraveling this place? It's coming. America's sitting on a supernova. Yep. Most of these folks don't even know what a supernova. How many of y'all don't even know what a supernova is? Sweden, when that thing break off from up there in Wyoming, there will be nothing west. Nope. All is gone. Most of y'all don't know. When that thing break off, listen, it's been erupting. It's just been erupting, little bit by little bit. It's just been erupting. Y'all don't even know, the animals already started leaving. They've been there. They've been watching these animals for the longest, trying to figure out why are the animals leaving. Isn't that just odd? They know that these animals that live here, all of a sudden just start evacuating. Because they don't have Channel 2 News. They don't have the Weather Channel. They don't have a Kohan to teach it to them. They have instinct. And you know the instinct tell them, we need to be moving. Do y'all know they said when that thing blow, it's going to wipe everything back to California out. Yep. It ain't leaving nothing. Everything back this way going to be covered in ash. Mm-hmm. A supernova. It's going to black that place out. Yep. Everything all the way back down from Wyoming coming back down, going to be covered in ashes. You can't grow nothing in ash. You know your book, Yahuwah told the folk, look at the land, they see that everything is ash. You can't grow. It's going to wipe out all your vegetation. How you going to breathe? How you going to eat if it wipe out all your greenery? You done. Every one of us. You can't afford not to get that man everything you got. You can't afford not to make sure you all the way right. That part-time stuff we've been doing, it's time for us to get serious. This is significant to us. It's significant to him. He only started acknowledging everything that came out to be new. That's what this is for. When he told you any man being a Mashiach, you ain't gonna believe it. That's what Ukar Shabur was about. Before you came to this, everything you had was old. You weren't supposed to eat nothing new. You weren't supposed to do any stuff. You were supposed to eat of the old. Until he got to this point. He said, until I got a new one. Till everything new was brought out to me, then you start moving. You ain't gonna believe what happened to the old thing. And everything become new. And everything is an Elohim. That's Ukar Shabur. You start counting. That's what it's about. The first of it. This is new for us. Y'all people gonna do the same old stuff you've been doing. Conniving and lying, sneaking and hypocriting and false pretending, dragging, and looking at what you like. If it's all about what you like, it ain't about him. It's about him. He wants you back. Who you think that was about when Yahushua was up on the tour? It was about him? Everything he went on, it was about Yahuwah, his will. Of course you got your own will. Of course you got your own desire. Of course you got that. He knows that. That's how he made you. But he needs somebody who can say, this is what I want. This is what I desire. But I desire to be in your will above any of that. If you see fit, and if you don't, your will take precedence over what I want. And that's what we ain't. Our way or the highway. Keep loving, keep hanging on the stuff that don't benefit us and don't do us no good. Hadn't changed, the same old stuff. At some point, it got to be a different. We can't afford to die the way we're going, y'all. If you die in the state you're in, I know you ain't thinking about nothing. Ain't nothing rushed and hit your heart right now. You don't feel faint and falling out. You keep living, you will. And when you do and you don't recover from it, you just know. You heard the sound of the teruah. He told you didn't seek to save your life. Then your dumb is on your own head. Don't make sense for you not to be wiser than what you're being for. It don't take nothing to be stupid. That's what them people out there doing. They don't want to know. I don't put enough information and show these people what words mean for these people to actually sit back and say, let me look at this thing I'm doing. Let me check this out and really get serious about what I'm doing. Because I say I'm going somewhere and I say I love and I'm serving somebody. People don't want to know. Just like a lot of y'all, you don't want to know. Because if you did, you'll make changes. It's critical for us to make sure we're going, to make sure we know where we're going. When we sit up here, I put how many different versions we'll look at? Let me see. Septuagint, Latin Vulgate, we'll look at the Beth Mashiach, we'll look at the James Version. Why we using all these versions? Because we're trying to make sure we're as accurate as we can be. It's that critical. We can't afford no more mistakes. We can't afford no guessing. We got to be right. We got to make sure we got a relationship with this man. We got to make sure we got a servitude this man accepted of. This can't be no more every man, like he said, serve him according to the dictation of his law. No, you're going to serve me according to knowledge. And if you ain't got knowledge, you're going to be destroyed. How did he tell the people they were being destroyed?
Lack of it.
And he's going to come and give you a Kohan to teach you. Let you look at this thing from a disposition that you've been looking at it. Way different than we ever seen. Seeing a book that these folks had in front of our face all this time, and it been misinterpreted on purpose. He ain't intended for everybody to be saved. Ain't enough room for everybody to be saved. He not intended. Can y'all imagine that? They had no intent to save all these people. Then why you? Then why me? Why you? If it ain't no intent to save all these people, why you? You think there's an intent to save all these people and there's a Sheol? There's a permanent place of burning and everybody gonna be saved? He had a man to come and measure out the Malkut. Why are you measuring? Because you're trying to make sure you get the right size. How many people can fit in that? That's how many people I'm gonna take. Now, how you gonna get in? I gotta beat the next man out. We contending. Y'all hear me? What if I tell y'all this? We can do this. What if I tell y'all it wasn't but one seat left to get in? One seat. Only one person can get in. Okay? We'll do that. One seat. Only one seat left. One seat. Now, I'm gonna need everybody else to leave out. There's only one seat left. Are y'all listening to me? Yes, sir. So that means all of us can't get in. Y'all not understand that? Can I hear y'all? Can y'all understand that? Yes, sir. Okay, I need everybody else to leave. Why y'all not leaving? So what? That's my seat. I'm talking about. That's how you got it. That's how. So you know how you got to work. I want you to work like it ain't but one seat left, and that's your seat. Look around the room. Look at these people. You got to be willing to do what somebody here won't do. Ain't but one seat left. You know what some folks saying? Well, I used to me trying. It got to be mine. I work for it. You got to listen, you got to do just like your code. I'll catch you by your heel. Whatever I got to do to get in, I got to get in. I'm there. I'll listen. I'll look like you. I'll put on that's what you going to do. How's he going to inherit a Baraka? That man was stealing and satisfied in the flesh. Ain't that going to give you more pleasure than being with him? Alam Kai, eternal life, the only thing going to satisfy you if you got a mind to live right. All right. Now, all I did was just told y'all something that he put on my Lord to tell you. Now, what you do with it from now, and Bentley said, it's going to be crucial. Y'all hear me? It's going to be crucial. Because you know what you're hard, you know what you're doing, and you know where you're at. And you know what you got. And you've been told what you got to do. Now, that's on you now. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. Don't you put that on nobody else now. You make sure they put that on you now. Now, if you wind up and you don't make it, whose fault they going to be? They're going to be your fault. Nobody's fault but yours. You're conscious. You got a willing mind, or able mind. You got the strength and health to do it. This is your best opportunity to get in. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. Nikki, would you like to get out of that wheelchair and be able to walk again and be able to function normally? Somebody gonna have to lose. He gonna have to examine through and look at who he got that's using some walking and talking and movement that he could take and give to somebody else like Nikki. Somebody gonna have to lose. Y'all know that? Y'all know how many people waiting on kidney transplant? Only two ways to get them. A living donor walk in or somebody dead. That's the only way you get a kidney. Did y'all know that? That somebody willingly comes up and say, I'm a match. I'll donate my kidney, which is gonna be rare. Or you're gonna wait on somebody to die for you to get one. That's how you get it. You know what that teaches you? How precious life is. How precious it is. The mere fact that the only reason you got it, because somebody else lost it. You understand that? That's how you got salvation. Somebody willingly came up and gave up theirs. How did you think you got it? And somebody died. Can you imagine how you got it? A donor came up and just said, I'll give up mine. Somebody died. That's how you got it. So you understand it now, don't you? And don't wait for somebody else for her to get it and other people for her to get it. Somebody be willing to give up theirs, or somebody gonna have to be a sacrifice. All right, that's two. Give Mr. Yahuwah a hand clap. He worthy. He definitely worthy. Appreciate it. I'm going to get ready to get our announcement so they can. Joshua? What are Ian's mom? I keep forgetting the name. What is Ian's mom? God the mighty, but you got to get in now. Ooh, boy, you got to get in now. Oh, yeah. You take it. You can't get in quicker than Canada. Canada will give it. I appreciate that. Woo, make my pocket feel better. Chess and live. That's it. On to the harbors. That's tight. It's time. Chess and Leah had to call them Old Faithful. I talked to her that morning. She said she feeling a little better. They had to give us some IVs. I know in this early pregnant stage it really bothers. She said she done lost 16 pounds. Yeah, she ain't nothing but a pencil. She ain't had nothing to donate. You know how they baby, they don't let you hardly eat. She pregnant, so we certainly Palau. She said she's feeling a little better, so keep her in Palau. Daoud, look at him. Daoud, looks so happy. Look at him. Look at him, just happy as he want to be in it. Man, as they can say, how happy he is. Come on, Daoud, they can say how happy he is. Look at that. Tell me how they can say, Todd, look at that. Look at how happy as he want to be. Oh, yeah. I don't blame. My dad was one of the meanest men in the world. I wouldn't smile lately. Say hello to your mom, man. Say hey to the world. Get that big old smile. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Oh, yeah. Super happy. Excited. He's just ecstatic. You just got to know how to read it, facial expression. 18 pounds. Oh, goodness. Goodness. That's a pencil sharpener. That's a lot. Ain't that 16 pounds? A lot, ain't it? She said I'm going to bend down on her married weight. That freak weight she had when her the white got married. The white got it for, I know what they say. We know that 18 pound at, don't we, y'all? It's just like light. You can't get light if somebody give it up. Now what, them 18 pounds, they just floating in they ain't just floating around in space now. Who in here got a good idea what them 18 pounds at? The white done got kind of thick around here, wasn't he? He kind of thick around here. He started walking like that right now, I said, yeah, we know you're 18 now. If you turn the other side of the bed, you'll feel that indention in them. 18 pounds been there, ain't that right? That's all right. But definitely hope she feel better and certainly pull out for again. All right, any other announcement? Everybody all right? Appreciate all someone say before we go back. Everybody press their way up to come. We'll harm you. I know we say it all the time, and the reason why we do it, you ain't gonna believe it, because we really mean it. We can't do what we do without you guys and your support and standing with us the way you do. Appreciate what Atlanta do being here, but there's something special about you guys, the fact that you'll hold on and do what a lot of people won't do. They refuse to be a member of a dog congregation, and they gotta watch it on the computer. And the only reason you guys are doing it, because you can't find it nowhere else in there. People don't realize it ain't something you just wanna do, it's the fact that you can't find nothing else. And we're appreciative to Mr. Yahuwah for what you guys are doing and for letting us be that one little small beacon of light. We know there's other people out here preaching them out. We certainly don't believe we're the only one, but there's so far few in between. And we definitely are honored that you guys chose us, because you didn't have to. You had to press your way to be here, and it means a lot to us. If it don't mean nothing to the way y'all here locally in Atlanta that you guys are all connected to and always have a home to, we appreciate you guys doing what you do. And y'all know if y'all ever need anybody, we here. You might not see us except for through the camera, but no, it's never a time we pull out and you guys not in it. No, it's never not a time we won't come to your rescue if we need you. We appreciate all you do, being here and your support and everything. If there's anything we can do for you, just tell Lancaster. And he can't do it, then we'll fuss at him. No, but y'all know we're here. Y'all know we're here, because like I said again, because we're hard. Also, we encourage Palmer to get in there and straighten his house up. Something ain't right in there, Palmer. Yeah. We'll hard Palmer. But I wouldn't be a raw if I ain't tell him. There's no way Palmer she supposed to be able to do that, Palmer. And then you let your wife make mockery out of us? She is so the more by looking at us saying, waiting. Just tell you, I don't get other folk married business, but she said, Palmer on here snoring to death though, while I'm waiting. I said, this more work. We saying, please come get her, please. When they pulled the strike, she said, Palmer, I said, did he? She said, no, he do that all the time. I said, God, man. We were hoping somebody could be a witness. That hurt her bad, Palmer. So, Palmer, we're going to let you clean your house up and take care and fix all that. But we appreciate y'all again, definitely. Appreciate everybody in the harbor. All right? Everybody all right? Yes, sir. All right, we'll turn and we'll palau. Eternal Kadashaba, which is the separated Father. We hadu again for just allowing us to be here, for allowing us to indulge in celebration, the Yehuda, because you've been so tube to us, so good. Because you spared our Kai and you didn't cut us off. Tudah, thanksgiving unto you through Yahushua HaMashiach, who ransomed his Kai, that we might have an opportunity to Kai, which is life, who given us the Yeshua, which is salvation, that we might be delivered from such a horrible moot of death. Because you are Hab the Abbas, Abraham, Yasakak, and Yaakov, the Yahudim and Yasharal, and that you Shabbat your bereft unto them, which you vowed a covenant to them, that you would Hab their benin, their children, even us, that you will blot out all our kata and our my all, which are our sins and our iniquity, that you wouldn't remember them again. That you were giving us an opportunity to be able to yakra, which is called upon your Shem, your name, that we might be Yasha, delivered. Barak Jerusalem, your Shamaim and your Sabut, which is your where you dwell, and your armies, your Raha and your Malaki, which are your shepherds and your messengers, that you barak those behind prison walls, that you loose the doors and the chains that bound them, that yakra upon your Shem, which is called upon you, barak those bereaved, that you be a comforter to them and be their nakum, as we all realize it's just a matter of time before it's us, that we be the bereaved, that we be the ones that have taken on moves. Please let us be ready. We say hadu for your ukak shabur, and we ask you to barak our understanding, that we might be that new creature, that new creation that you yakra upon, that you calling for in these last and Rasha Yamin, which are the evil days. Barak those we commit to you in Palau, those as a Palau with them and for them that support your Dabarim. Grant them their law's desire. We ask you to barak those in war-stricken country, disease and pestilence, those going astray, those taken from us, especially our young adults, our yarlies, and our teenagers. Ask you to recover them. Ask you to be a keeper to those that are here, that we lose none, that they might know you in full assurance of your debar, which is your word. We ask you to be a barak to the out-of-towners, that you be their strength, that they lose nothing for the sacrifice that they made to be here, but that you multiply it for them, that you let them find things that they left it even better. Be their all in their understanding. We ask you to halal us, which is guide us into the Darak, which is the way, unto the Arak, which is the way of life, into your Malkuth, which is your empire. We don't deserve you. You've given us more than we could ever expect, ever even deserve. Hadu again. Please don't let us serve, which is Shakar. Don't let us believe, which is Aman. Don't let us have Amunah, which they will call faith, what we know which is a strong substance of which we hold to and being solid in our servitude towards you. Don't let it be in vain. And if there's anything you see, anything you find that'll stagnate us, that will cause us to hesitate or doubt or disbelieve you, that'll cause us to turn away from, no matter how great the hurt, no matter how great the defeat might be unto us, please, just let us be right, let us be ready, and let us be saved. Let us reign with you supreme forever. Please grant us your Ruach HaKadosh as an assembly, as a body, that we be unified, that you get the kabod and the kabod. And also we ask you to barak the food that we about to receive and the hand set for to prepare. Make it kudash for our basar, but your dabarim always for our indwelling. And when we've done all we can do, let us dwell in your malkut, to be in your piney ud, which is your presence, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. Come home! Come home! Hug me. Where you go? Oh my goodness. All right, who supposed to be in the front? Big kids to the back. Y'all come on, step back, sweetie. Y'all come on, step back. Let the little ones in the front. Come on. Y'all step back. Come on. All right, come on, little kids, huh? Hold on, wait. Put it. How old are you, Bobby? 6. Oh, stand right here. You worth $1,400. Y'all come on back. Y'all worth $1,400. Y'all ain't no $3,000. Come on back here, $1,400. Come on this side here. Come on. Now come on this side of him. How old are you, sweetie? Come on this way. Stand right here, Gwen. Y'all ready? All right. Who I'm waiting on? Oh, come on. Hold on. Hold on. Who else we got? Oh, come on. Come on, 3,000. Come on. I got him. Come on through. Y'all don't hold on, say excuse me. Come on. Stand on that side right here. Come on. Stand right there, sweetie. Y'all ready? All right, y'all ready? Don't put it. We good. Stand right here. Y'all ready? On 3. Y'all ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's hit it. Ra the little children. Ooh. Of the children of the congregation. Ooh. red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Rahab, the little children of the congregation. Woo! Tell them, come home, come home, come home. I hug you, hug you.